Mirage Noir by Studio Chawan. Okay. She's over there! Don't let her get away! They're so persistent. Can't they just let me go? I'm dead. Guess not. A gunshot echoes behind me as I reach down by instinct. And then I remember I lost my weapon long ago. Oh, we're fucked. Okay. I just have to outrun them then. My way back home's blocked, so the office is probably the safest place to hide from the night. The problem is I need to lose these guys first. Let's see. I saw a bunch of them in the front of me earlier, and I ducked into an alleyway on my left and then took 2 rights after that, so... I don't know where I'm going! Left! I think that they should still be on my right, so I should go the other direction. I head off towards the left, straining my ears for any sound of my pursuers. What do you mean it's timed? When I don't hear them after several seconds, I let out a sigh of relief. Did I pick right? Okay, good. I think I managed to avoid them. I should get going before they spot me again. So I didn't die. Cool. Made it back somehow. Good thing I still have my keys to the office since I've been pulling so many all-nighters lately. This place is dead silent. That's not surprising. After all, the clock says it's 2:30 a.m. Guess I'm not sleeping in my own bed tonight. I think that's the 4th time this week. Girl, you need to go home. You need to get some sleep. What a terrible night. They chased me around half the city and I didn't even get any of the info I needed. What a waste of time. Or maybe not. In fact, there was so much security there means there must be on the right track. I think I'm getting close to the truth. Just one more piece of information and I'll be able to put this 4-year-long nightmare to rest. Maybe then Theo will... Anyway, how do I get back there again? I move over to my desk and sit down heavily in the chair. Tonight was a failure and they'll only be more alert from now on. I doubt repeat performance will get me anywhere. What else can I do? I'm running out of options now. Okay, so these are all the characters? One of them died. I don't know. The photograph sitting on my desk is facing up today. Most days I can't bring myself to look at it. Maybe I can ask them for help? No. It's been too long. We haven't spoken in years. I probably won't pick up even as I called. Besides, I don't want to drag other people into my problems. In the worst case scenario, one of them might be the culprit. We're accusing our friends? Okay. What if I hired someone else then? That'll cost so much money though. Money I don't have. I guess I could take a loan from the bank? That, or maybe the loan sharks down the street? That's a terrible idea. I'll probably be crippling debt for the rest of my life, but if it's to solve this... Huh? What's that noise? Is there somewhere else here? A sudden sound from the nearby doorway catches my attention, and instantly I'm alert again. Is it the guys from earlier? If not, maybe... My phone's in my pocket. I try to unlock it quickly, but I immediately notice a more pressing problem. Why'd I leave my computer screen on? I'm basically telling them exactly where I am. I need to get away from here. Maybe I can hide under the desk and call for... The battle music is back! Something forcefully presses against my mouth and my consciousness starts slipping away. Oh, I'm being drugged! No, I can't die yet, not until I... What the heck is on the screen, huh? Wait, that's... So I died. Okay, why can I... Okay, enter, cool. What? Oh, that's a name. Okay, I did not realize I could type things. There you go. Can you hear me? Oh, interesting background. We're like in a... I want to say New York because I'm biased, but also like it's giving Hong Kong a little bit. Huh? Ow, 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 my head, why does it hurt so much? She's hot. Okay. Lady. Nah, y'all already being down bad, that's crazy. Hey, you alright? You just hunched over all of a sudden. It scared the crap out of me. Sorry, my head's killing me. You're not hungover, are you? You said you went straight home last night because you didn't want to deal with the rain. I should have known you were out partying. You're the alcoholic here, Theo. Oh. It's part of the job. What do you want me to turn down free booze? You could, if you wanted to. I glance around, trying to regain my bearings as the pain in my head recedes. I'm in the plaza right now? Oh, that's right. We plan to meet up before work today. This here is Theo, my best friend. We've known each other since we were young. We lost contact for a bit when we went to different colleges, but we reconnected since then. I don't have many fond memories of the city, but as long as Theo is here, I'll always come back. Seeing her again is almost worth the astronomical rent I have to pay. Ow. I don't relate to this at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Theo's profile has been added. You can check by clicking the Evidence button in the top right and navigating to the Profiles menu. From this point forward, there'll be no more notifications when profiles are added or updated, but be sure to check back after big events. The entries will be updated as my thoughts about the person change. If it's not because of drinking, then why are you sick? You really don't look so good. I don't know. I had this daydream vision. I'm not really sure. I was working on a case at the agency late at night, and then I think I got kidnapped. They pressed something against my mouth, and then... The memory of getting grabbed from behind comes rushing back, and I shudder. Theo grabs my hands, and only then did I notice they're trembling. It's okay. It's just that overactive imagination of yours. You're totally hallucinating. I mean, we talked on the phone last night before you fell asleep, remember? And you're here now, safe and sound. No time for you to get kidnapped. Besides, you should have known it was a dream. Mr. Potato Head would never let you touch actual detective work. Mr. Who? Hey! It could be a premonition from some far-off future. You never know. Were you old and gray in your vision? I hope I'm still not working when I'm that old. I must be happier retired somewhere cozy with you, Theo. Actually, speaking of Theo, didn't she come up? It was a... Hello? Am I good? I suddenly feel a sharp pain splitting my head open, so intense I almost pass out. I quickly take a few breaths, trying to steady myself so I don't scare Theo. What the heck? This never happened before. No matter how scary a nightmare I might have had. What's going on? Your memories were erased. Maybe it wasn't a nightmare after all? But if not, then what was it? A vision? Have I actually gained future sight? No, that can't be it. Even if it is the future, what would those dangerous people be chasing after me? Also, there was that photograph. The rest of the dream was a bit hazy, but I remember that part very clearly. I recognize some of the people in it, but that's impossible. A photo like that shouldn't exist. After all, they live in a completely different world from me. We don't know each other personally, let alone enough to take pictures together. I can't help feeling like I'm forgetting something important. Like your memories. Oh, okay. This is gonna keep happening. Ow! The more I try to recall, the stronger my headache seems to be. It's almost like my head's warning me to leave it alone. Are you feeling good enough to get some breakfast? Let's relax a bit at the bakery, okay? I'm still worried about you. I can't send you work looking like that. I can feel Theo's worry for me and quickly push all thoughts of the nightmare or vision or whatever to the back of my mind. I shouldn't bother her about it anymore. I'll deal with it myself. Sure, some hot tea sounds great. Ah, she truly is me. I would also order tea. Love you, Theo. I don't know what I'd do without you. I should get carry-out while I'm here. Carry-out? That's regional. Knowing Mr. Potato Head, he'll ask me to run errands as soon as I get into the office, so I might as well head start. Let's see. If I remember correctly, he usually likes lattes on Tuesdays, and then 4 blueberry muffins, 6 croissants, 3 sesame bagels, and 1 glazed donut? Oh, for the rest of the office. I thought this was for one person. And honestly, I'm not judging. But also, Hello? Oh, sorry. Ah, pink hair twink. No, it was my fault. Are you okay? I bumped into a guy with pink hair, though it's not the only thing that stands out. Oh, he looks like a model. You give Theo a run for her money. Yeah, I'm fine. Hey, wait, isn't that guy? Hey, if you don't hurry up, I'm putting everything on your tab. Theo's already holding the bakery door open, an impatient look on her face. No, I won't have enough to pay for this month's rent if you do that. Sorry for bumping into you. Bye! Wait! And I'm gone. I've never had someone run away from me before. Does she not recognize me? I don't think you're important enough to be recognized right now, girlie. Whoops, I don't have much time before the stream. I need to finish buying the materials first. Homie's a streamer? Look like there's a press conference going on at that palace right now. Wonder what that's about. I'm going! And that concludes today's press conference. Oh! Why does he have a skull on his chest? Hello? His tattoos are sick, though. I like this arm sleeve over here. What a load of bullshit. Anyone with a brain can tell he barely keeps any of his promises. Disease running rampant, a useless figurehead, new serial killers popping up every week, and crime at an all-time high. So much being the world's golden standard. Am I saving? Oh, did I accidentally press a button? That's probably why. Oh, another one. It's adventuring. We're responsible for the last one, boss. Oh, speak of the devil. Oh, Sasha and Alexei. Dorola? Pardon me. I thought you'd left already. I like this dude's design so far. Is it because he's blue with white hair? No. That was quite an interesting press conference, Your Highness. Yes, well, thank you for taking the time out of your busy days to tune in. Wouldn't have missed that clown show for the world. Well, regardless, thank you. You are on your way out, correct? Please don't let me keep you. You better watch yourself, yeah? You're getting a bit too comfortable. We're letting a lot of these regulations go as a sign of goodwill, but don't think we don't notice you overstepping your bounds. I'll keep that in mind. I don't know which thing I've been clicking on that causes that to happen. The Rollers are quite the handful, aren't they? Dr. Killian, forgive me, I didn't see you there. That's all right, Prince Thierry. Thierry? Thierry, I think. You had a long day. I like this guy's design too. I suppose I have. I'm sorry to bother you at this time, but could I borrow you for a bit longer? Is it urgent? I have another meeting later, so I was hoping to catch some rest before that. I'm afraid it is. I need to review some of the budget cuts with you before the next council meeting. The proposal was wonderfully drafted, of course, but Medwise would like to make some minor adjustments to it, particularly how the resources are allocated. You understand our concerns, don't you? His eye bags are crazy. They are designer, bro. Very well. Lead the way. It's not looking good for our hero here. Who is speaking? I suppose that's my cue to save the day. Now then, how should I interrupt the meeting today? Got it. He's gonna hate it, which means it's perfect. Cut to black. What is happening? Wait, who's the other dude? Oh, that's my boss. Newbie, are you done with those papers yet? There's another pile here for you to go through. My boss, derogatorily named Mr. Potato Head, appears in front of me as I'm getting settled in for the day. On it, sir. I've been here for 2 years already. How much longer is he gonna call me a newbie? There's a grin and bear it. He can't get fired now. Who else is gonna pay for Fio's caffeine addiction? I return to my computer screen, thinking that the conversation was over, but he clears his throat loudly and taps his foot until I look back up at him. Don't give me that attitude. This is your punishment for getting my coffee order wrong this morning. I was very explicit about what I wanted. What did you want? I'm really sorry, sir. No, I got exactly what you asked for, but then you changed your mind. Your memory may be fading, but mine still works really well, thank you very much. If you finish early, let me know. I have more papers you can go through. Of course, sir. I'll let you know if I do. As if I'm gonna do your work for you while you play poker on your phone. I'm gonna win the award for world's slowest worker today. Just watch me. So much for the beginning of the rest of my life. College advertises something great, so I worked hard for it. But is this really it? Just paperwork day after day. Where are the exciting cases I was told about? The robberies? The murders? The crime scenes? Hello? Douglas Detective Agency. What, murdered? Did I manifest a dead body? I strain my ears to listen, but I can't hear anything other than frantic gibberish from the other end of the line. Yes, of course. We'll head to the scene right away. George, with me. George isn't even here right now. He's been on smoke break for an hour. Fine. Good riddance. Then Vanessa, you come with me. She's not here either. I don't think she even came in today. Make a show of glancing around the empty office as he finally seems to notice that I'm the only one currently here. Yeah, I get to investigate a murder. Is there seriously no one else besides you here? Wow, that's offensive. It looks that way, sir. Better than nothing, I suppose. Better not slow me down, newbie. I'll do my best not to, sir. I've been here for 2 fucking years. Have you not noticed? They actually gonna put me on a murder case for once? Well, I guess I'll be nothing more than a sidekick, but still. I never thought I'd graduate from the days of doing lost and found jobs. Okay, let's do our best. We do a good job, maybe they'll promote us from coffee girl to fax machine girl. Dream big. Oh, that hurts me. I love corporate life. Uh-oh. The phone rings again, and even though I don't know who's called yet, I can already feel a familiar feeling of resignation rising up within me. Now what? Hello, Douglas Detective Agency? Yes, we'll send someone there right away. Crap, maybe you won't notice me if I sneak away. I'm halfway to the door when he spots me. Newbie, there's some trouble over at the plaza. Go resolve it. But the murder case! I can handle the crime scene investigation by myself. Report to the plaza. I told them you'd be there in 5 minutes. It's at least 10 minutes away even if I run. There's no way this guy doesn't secretly hate me. Can I investigate the crime scene instead? He seems momentarily stunned. I never talked back to him after all. Oh, have I? Oopsie. Please, sir, I'm a fast learner, and I promise I'll follow all of your directions. No. Oh. Shit. He shuts me down with one word, and I deflate. I know when to stop pushing it. I understand. I'll be at the plaza right away. Damn, we don't get to investigate a murder. This shit's ass. I drag myself to the plaza, spirits thoroughly dashed. Unless someone gets murdered at the plaza. Just when I thought I could finally do something worthwhile, I get relegated to side tasks again. The person who made that call better had a good reason. Oh well. It was my fault for getting my hopes up. Now then, what am I tasked with doing today? There are people whispering around me, so I shuffle closer and shamelessly eavesdrop. Are you serious? Is no one going to stop him? Don't look at him, you might catch his attention. Ew, what a weirdo. They don't teach decency these days, obviously. Huh? It sounds like something's actually going on. I thought it'd be another case of people arguing with restaurant workers or something. I follow the trail of whispers and find the topic of commotion. There's a guy stumbling around the square, yelling obscenities at everyone and everything that passes in his way. A trunk this early in the morning? You can drink at any time, girly. If I wanted to deal with people like these, I would have signed up to be a cop. Why are detectives getting assigned to these cases again? I guess I should do something about it. I still need to pay this month's rent. Excuse me, mister. I approach cautiously, making sure to stop a couple steps away. Who is homie? The man sprints around, his eyes scary and feral. They keep darting back and forth as if scanning for threats, and his entire body is tense. Weird. I've never seen anyone act like this while they're drunk. He could also be high. You're causing a scene. Can we move this somewhere else? Are we not gonna ask, like, get help for him? Like, you're just like, just move somewhere else, bro. I don't know what you are, They sent you, didn't they? I'm sorry? I won't let you take me. I refuse to die here. He unexpectedly lurches forward, and I let out an undignified squeak as I barely managed to avoid his errant fists. Holy crap, this guy's a psycho! Sir, please calm down! His hand shoots out and grabs my wrist, squeezing hard. I let out a yelp, trying to tug at my hand out of his grip, but he doesn't let go. Help! I glance around, but even though the commotion has gathered quite a crowd, no one comes to my aid. Wow. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's kill or be killed. Oh, we're gonna die. What? I'm not here to kill you. Please let me go. That's what they all say. I won't get tricked again. You just want to take me back to that room, don't you? The padded room with, you know, soft blankets and stuff? I don't know what you're talking about. Let's go. I yank my arm back, but he releases his hold as soon as I do. So I end up stumbling on air and tripping over my own feet before falling to the ground. Ow. I don't have time to rest as he starts moving towards me again. Oh! We're so gonna die. I quickly scramble backwards, but he moves faster, hand reaching for my arm. No, that you help me! I refuse to go through that treatment again. I'd rather... Oh. And he's down. He's not interested, dude. Take a hint. The body suddenly slumps over a little bit away from me, and I quickly move away. Thank you so much. Huh? It's Adventuring Man! You okay there, girlie? Oh, that's him saying girlie! Isn't that Alexei de Orla? What is he doing here? My surprising savior comes in the form of a rather notorious gangster. Even I've heard of him. Oh, you're part of a gang. Okay. Yes, thanks to you. You saved me. I've seen that guy from far away before, but I can't believe he's actually talking to me. He's not exactly famous for good reasons, but it still feels like I'm meeting a celebrity. No, girlie, get your head in the game. Let's not do this. No worries. I hate pushy guys like him who can't take no for an answer. Here, let me help you up. He offers his left hand as I reach toward it before realizing it doesn't fit. He notices I'm trying to awkwardly turn my hand to fit his, and thankfully he retracts his hand and offers me his right one instead. My bad. It's a habit. You're a lefty? Not really the most pressing question to ask at the moment in front of a guy who's literally in a gang, but it's out of my mouth before I can stop myself. Yeah, handshakes are a pain, as you can imagine. Though being ambidextrous might be good for my job, but nope, couldn't do it. My right hand's as useless as they come. Up you go. He helps me to my feet before stepping back, hands still in his pockets. You a new cop? I haven't seen you around before. No, I'm actually a detective, I say, towards the gang member that I know that is a gang member. Yeah? Why are they sending detectives to do this? I don't know, because my boss is a piece of shit. Don't you guys have more important things to do? Like investigating dead bodies or other fun shit like that? I wish. It's usually just lost pets or cheesing husbands. Sounds boring. No offense. None taken. I can't believe I'm having a normal conversation with this guy. I've heard so many stories about he rips people's arms and kicks dogs in broad daylight, but I guess it's not all true. Anyway, it's time to take this guy to Medwise. Oh, and let's leave out the fact that I hit him and say he got a concussion from falling down, yeah? I glance down at the man lying face down on the ground between us. There's already a blossoming red wound in the left side of his head where he was hit. Oh, no, I couldn't make you do that. You've helped me enough already. I'll take him there myself. It's no biggie. I was about to head there myself. He cuts off, eyes suddenly hardening. I glance over to where he's staring at, but I don't see anything weird. Sorry, girlie. I'll have to retract my offer. I'll make it up to you sometime. Okay. I'm not really sure what's going on, but I nod anyway. That's exactly how I feel right now. Although he seems friendly enough, he is an infamous gangster. Maybe it's a good thing we're not going together. As expected, though, he doesn't seem to know who I am. I wish there was a way I could ask him about that photograph without sounding crazy. I poke at the guy on the ground to make sure he won't wake up and continue his weird tirade from earlier, but he's completely out cold and doesn't even twitch. Unsurprisingly, Alexei Dororla is pretty good at knocking people out. Yeah, I think that's part of the job description. I sling the guy's arm over my shoulder. I have plenty of experience dragging a drunk Theo at home, but this guy's significantly heavier, so I stumble a bit under his weight. Why am I carrying Theo home? Anyway, they were roommates. As I drag him away, I take one more glance behind me. Alexei Dororla is talking to a woman I've never seen before, and the two of them appear to be arguing. Ex-girlfriend? Law enforcement? Oh well, none of my business. I kind of want to know. Actually, this guy's also not my business. How did I get stuck delivering him to the hospital again? I momentarily entertained the thought of calling an ambulance, but then I remembered that the last one I called ate up half of my paycheck. Is it not on the person who is injured and the person who calls is the person that has to pay for it, huh? Lucky it is. Whoa, it's a fancy hotel. MedWise is our country's most prestigious hospital and research facility, and it goes without saying that I've never set foot in here before. I brought him here because Alexei Dororla said to, but is it really a good idea? Maybe I should have dragged him to my own doctor's office. And what would they do? Oh, but that's so far away. I feel my bones creaking already. Thankfully, there doesn't seem to be a line, but the receptionist doesn't look up at all, even when I stand in front of her for several minutes. Excuse me? I try to clear my throat in several different ways, but there's still no response. I found this guy collapsed outside. Can he get checked out? Do you have an appointment? Oh, so she does know that I'm here. I'm just ignoring me. No, like I said, I found him collapsed outside. We don't have any openings for the next month. Please make an appointment next time. Sorry, my bad. Is there any way he can see a doctor even without one? It might be an emergency. Do you have an appointment? Oh my fucking god? Well, he's probably fine, right? I don't think Alexei Dororla hit him that hard. Maybe I can dump him in the corner and leave. I've done enough. Good Samaritan deeds for the day. Besides, this guy should be thankful I didn't drop him in some trash can after what he did to me. I'm in the process of accidentally leaving him on the floor when I hear someone clearing their throat behind me. She's cute! Oh my, are you a patient? A kind-looking lady materializes in front of me. She must be the one the doctor's here, given the long white lab coat she's wearing. Hopefully she'll be nicer than the receptionist. Oh, hi! Sorry, I found this guy collapsed in the plaza. I know there's no appointments left because the receptionist literally said that over and over again, but is there any chance he could get looked at? Oh, that's a very nice thing to do for a stranger. Believe me, I wouldn't be here if he wasn't practically foisted onto me. Is he inebriated? We have some resting rooms where you can put him until he wakes up. I'm not sure. At first I thought he was, but he was being strangely aggressive. Maybe he's just a violent drunk? The doctor frowns a bit, then reaches forwards and examines his eyes. Oh dear, another virus patient. Virus? And he was near me? Bro. Huh? I almost fling the guy off me. I must look completely panicked because the doctor reassures me quickly. Don't worry, it's not contagious like that. You'll be fine. Until you slowly succumb to illness, and then you die. Why does she have the dead anime mom hair? I don't know, maybe it's a sign. Despite the reassurance, I hurriedly set him down one of the chairs and scoot as far away from him as possible. What kind of virus is it? How should I describe it? To put it simply, it amplifies your negative emotions and paranoia. It can even cause hallucinations. It's really quite sad. I guess that's why he was so aggressive earlier. But I didn't even know there was a disease like this. That sounds so horrifying. I mean, he just attacked a random stranger. I don't even know what would have happened if Alexei Dororla hadn't saved me. Why isn't anyone talking about this? It sounds like a big deal. The doctor must notice the look on my face because she gives me a comforting pat on the arm. I'm gonna make you sign so many NDAs so that no one knows about this virus. Don't you worry, sweetheart. Here at MedWise, we're working hard to develop a cure as soon as possible. I can't divulge too much, but we're nearing a breakthrough. Oh, that's good. I hope the cure gets completed soon. As do I, of course. Anyway, I've taken enough of your time. I'll get this guy back to the examination room, so you're free to go. Thank you for bringing him over. She slings the man onto her back and carries him with ease despite her small frame. Maybe she's had a lot of experience doing these things. Oh, and she's strong too? Anyway, hi, girlie. Oh, don't worry about the payment. It's covered. Be careful on your way home. That's good to hear, since I don't actually have the money to pay for the stranger's hospital bills, especially at a place as prestigious as this, but I'm still surprised by her words. Why aren't my medical bills covered then? And so I'm back here again. I wander around aimlessly, trying to figure out what to do next. Mr. Potato Head's probably not back in the office yet, so maybe I should go do something while I have an excuse to be out. But what can I do? Theo's at work, and it's not like I know anyone else can hang out with. Usually fine alone, but it's times like these that make me realize I really only have one friend. Well, who cares? Theo's amazing, and it leaves me with a lot of time for myself, too. Now then, what super fun and exciting individual activity should I do? Just as I'm debating between going to the lake and skipping stones or staring at a wall in the cafe, I spot some commotion out of the corner of my eyes. There's a lot of police officers in the alleyway between Celestial and Cosmolux Hotel. I wonder what happened. Wait, isn't that the crime scene that Mr. Potato Head got called in for? Should I check it out? I take a coin out of my pocket. Heads, I'll check it out. Tails, I'll go back to the office. I flip the coin. It lands tails. Oh well, I don't believe in things like luck or fate anyway. She said I'm gonna check it out anyway, alright. As soon as I get near the alleyway, I get stopped by a policeman. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to leave, young lady. Civilians are not allowed any further. Figured it wouldn't be that easy. I'm a detective from the Douglas Detective Agency. At the policeman's blank look, I gesture over to Mr. Potato Head. My boss is over there helping with the investigation. Who? Mr. I stop before I can call him by the nickname I know him as, and then something dawns on me. What's his actual name again? I scrounge through my memory banks for any hint of it, but I come up blank. He really never tell me his name? Or am I just not paying attention? I would just forget it, would I? Miss? The policeman calls out to me, looking increasingly more suspicious, and I scramble to come up with the name. Douglas? Ooh. The one over there near the dumpsters? I helpfully point to where Mr. Potato Head is and hope it's enough to placate the policeman. Oh, Bill. That's so far off, girlie. His name is Bill? Why are they called the Douglas Detective Agency then? I guess Bill Detective Agency doesn't have the same ring to it, but still. Yeah, that's him. The policeman is silent for a couple of moments, and I'm thinking about pulling out my identification card when he sighs. Fine, go ahead. Oh, it actually worked! I give him a quick nod and scuttle into the alleyway before he can change his mind. Mr. Potato Head's still near the dumpsters talking to another investigator. I make sure to slowly inch closer outside his line of sight so I can eavesdrop. This him? Yes. Forensics confirmed the DNA test earlier. Huh. Guess even gangsters bleed red. Oh, wait. Is it the big dude from last time? Gangster? Could it be Alexa Dorla? No, the timing doesn't match up then. There's a group of policemen surrounding the body. I slide closer and stand on the tip of my toes to peer over them. Is he actually dead? What? No amount of mystery novels or detective shows could prepare me for a sight of an actual dead body. My breakfast with Theo threatens to come up and I forcefully push it back down. Come on, don't get sick. He'll throw you out of here if you vomit. You have to see this kind of thing if you want to make it as a detective. Hold it in and get used to it. How is he dead? I take a couple of minutes to compose myself before glancing back over at the corpse. There's not even that much blood and it's not that gruesome either, but the context that this is an actual dead body makes me feel a little queasy. Wait a second, this guy looks a little familiar. I've definitely seen him somewhere before. I'm guessing these tattoos are like the gang symbol. He's one of the Dorlas, right? I'm not too familiar with them, but I know the basics. They're this country's biggest gang. Some say that they have enough power to rival even a royal family and med-wise. The guy I met earlier, Alexei Dorla, is pretty high up there in the gang. And if I remember correctly, this guy's also in that inner circle. When Mr. Potato Head mentioned a gangster earlier, I thought he meant some random grunt, not one of the powerhouses. Oh, it's a different dude then. How did someone like him get murdered in an alleyway like this? Are we thinking that Alexei killed him? Was it a turf war? Infighting? Or something else? Misha from the Orla gang, right? I think it's just a drunken brawl. Oh no, Misha! Misha, no! This is the second time I've had a Misha die on me. This guy always was arrogant. I wouldn't be surprised if he pissed off some dangerous people. He seems to be asking for it, in my opinion. Good riddance. The world's better off without him. What a condescending attitude. He really has zero compassion. He continues to yap about every little annoying thing Misha has done in his life, and decided I'm not going to waste my one chance listening to him. Time to investigate while he's distracted. Well, as much as I can from here, anyway. It might not be amount to much, but at this point I'm desperate enough to try everything. Ugh. Pretend it's not a real body. You can do it. Okay, let's see. It sounds like there's two policemen conversing about the body nearby, so I try to listen in. Yeah, that's right. He was hit cleanly from behind. No other signs of struggle. There's a big gash on the back of the right side of his head. The blood looks to be dried already. Any substances in his system? Nope, all clean. So he wasn't drugged. Was it a sneak attack then? Wait. Doesn't he usually wear a ring on his hand? I vaguely remember seeing it before. Someone stole it. Oh, it's not there right now, but you can see an indentation on his finger. They wouldn't kill him just to steal the ring, right? I don't know much about jewelry, but I don't think it's that expensive. Initial findings have been added to evidence. You can open the menu by clicking the button in the top right corner of the screen. Why are we still here again? They've already arrested the culprit. They did? Yeah. Sasha de Orla and his bodyguard both have an alibi this time of the murder. The only one accounted for within his inner circle is his younger brother. There's already an arrest warrant out for him. Wait, are they talking about Alexei de Orla? Strange. Already? Since when did they work so fast? Yeah, it's weird. I heard someone from the royal family wanted this case closed as soon as possible. Royal family? I knew Sasha de Orla was gaining a lot of power, but I didn't realize it was enough to catch the crown prince's attention. The prince always was so indecisive and hesitant, but I guess he's putting his foot down on this case before he gets out of control. I don't know what's on the wall, honestly. Well, you know how much he and Alexei de Orla hate each other. They're always butting heads in public. Not surprised His Highness jumped on the chance to get rid of him once and for all. Thanks to that, though, it looks like we'll be an open and shut case. Did I triplet something? Girly. Before I can hear anything else, someone grabs my arm roughly and pulls me aside. What are you doing here? I thought I told you to handle the other case. Mr. Potato Head glares down at me and I give an awkward laugh. I finished it already, sir. I was passing by here on the way back to the office and I thought I could help with the investigation. Help with the investigation? Don't make me laugh. We're leaving. They might have arrested the wrong guy. Should we let them know? The wrong guy? Yeah, after you look at the body, you'll see that... Listen, newbie. I've been doing this gig long before you were even born. In this field, evidence doesn't matter. The sooner you get that through your head, the better. Well, you're a shit detective. What the hell? Huh? You're a detective. Yeah, we're detectives. We're not heroes. We say what our clients want to hear, and that becomes the truth. In this case, the royal family has already arrested a suspect, so there's no need for evidence. That's suspicious. They're just gangsters anyway. Otherwise, I'd say they did us all a favor by taking themselves out. I know what he's saying is how the real world operates, but to hear it straight from what he experienced members in the field does sting a little. You understand? Yes, sir. Good. Now let's head back to the office. Excuse me, sir. The policeman stops us before we can leave, and he doesn't flinch even when Mr. Potato Head levels with him a patient scowl. What? Do you mind taking this to the station? It seems the inspector wants to see the report. He holds out a stack of papers that Mr. Potato Head sneers at and does not take. Isn't this your job? Yes, but he specifically asks you. Ugh. It's fine. People think they can order me around. Wow. The irony. No, he says with the way he's puffing out his chest, he's obviously very proud he was asked for specifically. Newbie, we're dropping by the police station before we go back. Me too. I guess we're at the police station now. The police station is crowded when we arrive, and the police officer ushers us into an empty room before rushing off to do something else. Right, he's the worst person. I don't like him. Mr. Potato Head paces around the room, mumbling something under his breath about being made to wait, and I do my best to stay out of his way. Why does he even bring me along? I thought he jumped in the chance to tell me to go back to the office first and finish his paperwork for him. Newbie. I didn't think he'd voluntarily start a conversation first, so he takes me a few moments before he realizes he's speaking to me. Yeah? How's work been? You're so boring. That's the first... We're literally working together! It's been good. Good. This is so awkward. Small talk is already hard enough, but it's even worse with a boss that doesn't like you. How are you liking the new snacks we got last week? Oh, I've only tried the pretzels so far, but they're good. The crackers are even better. They got them on my recommendation. Honestly, they should have listened to me earlier. I've been telling them to stock up on them for years. I see. Thanks for the recommendation. I'll try them tomorrow. Good. Oh my god, this is so awkward. Can we please just go back to not talking? Excuse me. I'm saved. The store opens and a policeman walks in. He barely spares me a glance, focusing all his attention to Mr. Potato Head instead. Inspector Clouseau is ready to see you. Clouseau? That's a name and a half. Finally, you think they'd be prompted since they asked me for my help. Newbie, stay here and wait. Okay. Don't tell me he made it come all the way so he can flex that the police needed his help. I glance around to see if there's anything I can read or occupy myself with, but I'm not sure if there's any top secret information hidden in here, so I decide not to risk it. I guess I'll just sit here and stare into space then. Thankfully, I don't need to wait too long. I soon hear some commotion coming from outside. Feeling a bit curious about it, I slide over to the door and peek out the window. There's a lot of investigators running back and forth barking orders. They all seem very busy. I wonder what's going on. I doubt it's because of the Misha case. Police at the crime scene hadn't acted in any sort of urgency. Hey, watch it, yeah? Oh, that's a little window at the door. I watch Alexei Deorla pass by. He looks to be in handcuffs already, and the policeman behind him shoves him forward. What's the rush? I don't normally get a chance to post the bail before getting locked up. Your old age made you forget protocol already? Be quiet, you criminal. Extra cranky today, aren't we? Keep laughing. You're not weaseling your way out this time. You should lighten up a little. I know someone who stresses out as much as you do. His hair is already entirely gray. Wouldn't want that happening to you, yeah? The policeman snarls something else, but they turn the corner soon after, and I can no longer hear him anymore. Oh, he's the suspect. I wait to see if they'll come back, but after a couple of moments of nothing, I leave the window and go and sit on one of the chairs, thinking back on everything I've learned so far. They actually did arrest Alexei. Though, from the way they were talking, it seems like this might be a special case. I wonder what's going on. Mr. Potato Head doesn't normally get called in on police business like this either. Who are you? The door opens and several policemen file into the room. They all stop when they see me and I quickly stand up. Hello! I'm a detective at the Douglas Detective Agency and I came here with my boss. He was summoned earlier and told me to wait here. Oh, I did see him with the inspector earlier. It looks like that might take a while though. Great. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but do you mind moving? It's the only empty room right now. We have something urgent to discuss. Oh, of course. I'm really sorry. No need to apologize. I quickly scrambled to leave the room, almost tripping over air in my haste to get outside. Ugh, one thing I didn't, or that would have been the most embarrassing memories I randomly remember at midnight for the next 20 years. The hallway's so crowded with cops, busy with whatever important case they're working on. None of them stop me from wandering around, though I do get a few curious looks. What do I do next? I let my legs carry me autopilot as I consider my next course of action. I can return to the lobby and wait for Mr. Potato Head. Or maybe if I can track down one of the policemen who did the investigation to see if I can track down more information, or... well, it probably doesn't matter. No matter what I choose, it'll end the same way. Even deciding to check out the crime scene ultimately didn't change anything. Wow, how very Deltarune of you for this! Once Mr. Potato Head is done with business, we'll go back to the office and things will go back to normal. No matter what I do, nothing will change. The door next to me suddenly opens and I jump. The policeman that emerges looks annoyed, and I recognize him as the guy that had been with Alexei D'Orla earlier. I take a step back to let him pass me, but he doesn't seem to notice I'm there. He stomps past me to the security booth around the corner, and it's only then I realize I don't know where I am. I must have wandered over here while I was lost in thought. How is the prisoner? Annoying as usual. Seriously, he never shuts the hell up. Have you considered asking someone else to do this? I'll quit. I'm the only one left. You should ask for a pay raise. Whatever. Looks like this is the last time I'll have to see him anyway. What do you mean? Sounds like they're determined to nail him down for this no matter what. They haven't found the murder weapon yet, so I heard Inspector Clouseau is going to deal with it. If you know what I mean. Wait, I feel like I just heard something I wasn't supposed to... What is that? The officer at security booth pales and jumps to his feet. Where are you going? There's been a security breach in the chief's offices. Most people are busy with the card right now, so they're asking anyone available to respond. There's important evidence in there. Card? What? What about the prisoner? Just leave him. He can't get out with the key anyway. Two of them sprint away, and it's just me in an empty security booth. With the gangster dude that we saw before. The security breach? Right now? The timing's a little conveniently suspicious. Alexei D'Orla is not trying to break out of jail, is he? A little curious, I slide over to where the security booth is. The door seems to be locked, but I can see the monitors just fine from outside. I can see a whole lot of nothing, actually. All the cells seem to be empty except one. A B221. I can see Alexei D'Orla in it, arms crossed behind his head as he lets out a lazy yawn. He's still there. I'm a bit surprised. I thought he would have somehow unlocked his cell door and bolted by now. I'm not entirely sure Alexei D'Orla committed this murder, but it sounds like they're planning to blame this on him no matter what. Would anyone out there believe me? I'm just a nobody. Suddenly I remember the door the policeman came out of earlier. It's sitting innocently across the hall. That leads to the cells, right? You're not gonna go talk to him, right? I stare at the door, then back up to the monitors, then back at the door. In that case, should I go straight to the source? No, he's just a stranger. That would be stupid, and he might not even appreciate it. Let's go back to the lobby and wait for Mr. Potato Head. But... I feel like if I leave now, I won't ever get the chance to see him again. What should I do? Go in? Okay, we're going in. Sure. I stop for a few seconds as if waiting for a police officer to come stop me. But no one does. Okay, here it goes then. I quickly glance at the monitors, trying to piece together the layout. There's no map, but using what I can see of the cells, I created a mental image of what the jail looks like. You voted for yes, but your intuition says no? Homie's sending me to death. Something like this, maybe? Okay, I think I got it. Just gotta remember as much as I can. I'm not gonna remember this. You know what I can do? Oh, where is it? As soon as I commit it to memory, all the monitors suddenly go out. Oh, great! I should have remembered that, huh? What's going on? Am I doing this somehow? I glance around, but no angry policemen come rushing over to arrest me and somehow telepathically destroying their security system. Seems really suspicious. Should I still go? They really are questioning whether or not you want to go in. You want do you still want drama? We can back out now. We can back out right now. Fuck this shit, we get out. You guys want to leave? Okay, I guess we're going and not going in, I guess. I should just leave. I'm sure someone else will help him if he's really innocent. This has nothing to do with me. Y'all didn't want the drama, I guess. I go back to the office after that. Nothing exciting happens, though Mr. Potato Head does spend the rest of the day bragging about something that the inspector had said to him. I still wonder what would have happened if I'd gone to see Alexei, but no, there's no use thinking about that anymore. The city is relatively quiet today since it's a weekday. Theo's busy with something, so I take my time going back home. I don't think there's anything fun to watch on TV tonight, so maybe I'll just go to sleep. Today was a bit of an exception, but tomorrow it's back to the ordinary. Even a day grind for me. Maybe if I'm lucky, something exciting will happen. Maybe I'll get something cool to work on. And maybe they'll hire someone new so the others won't pick on me so much anymore. The possibilities are endless. With a new pep in my step and daydreams filling my head, I head home and mark the end of that very ordinary day. Ordinary my ass, but sure. Why am I at the police station again? Oh, right, the police office. There's that security breach and... Oh, we are forced to go into this round. They said you are going to see this man no matter what. I was trying to decide whether or not I want to go in. Wow. Damn, okay, I guess we have to go in. Shit, okay, I stalled for a few moments as if waiting for a police officer to come stop me, but no one else does. Okay, here it goes. Okay, and then I find out the layout that I'm going to take a picture of because I refuse to get lost because I will get lost. Okay, and then they ask, do you want to go in? And I already clicked yes, so... You made a decision already. Probably a bad one, sure, but don't back down now. And also, they definitely didn't loop me back to this one scenario to make me go inside the door. Okay, here it goes. I'm actually here. The jail's empty, just as I saw on the monitors, but I still tiptoe just in case. Okay, based on the map I visualized earlier, what's the fastest way to get to Alexei? Like this, maybe? So, right. Wait, no. Right, left. Left. Right, left, right. Okay. Okay, let's give this a try. I start walking down the bottom path, but I soon notice that it's littered with security cameras. Why are there so many over here? The cameras were shut down earlier, but I don't want to risk it. Should I take the long route instead? Thankfully, there are less cameras the other way around, so I managed to make it all the way inside. I'm peeking into each individual cell to check if Alexei is there when I suddenly hear voices from somewhere up ahead. It's handiwork, I believe. Yeah, I thought you just pulled the fire alarm. Huh? Maybe it's Alexei talking to one of the gang buddies. I sneak a little closer, but I can vaguely make out two dark shapes from here. One of them appears to be behind the bars while the other is leaning against the wall next to the cell. I quickly slide behind one of the corners before they can see me. Why are you here anyway? To laugh as your sworn enemy gets put away by your hands? I think this was the Kaya-looking guy, but I'm not sure. I'm not responsible for this. You sure? Came here awfully fast. I thought you were supposed to be in a meeting. If you must know, the meeting has been cancelled. I've been stuck in the restroom for the past few hours. Yeah, I told you there are better late-night snacks than hot sauce nachos, yet you still insist on destroying your body. Oh, they were roommates. Don't be absurd. There's nothing wrong with the nachos. Our mutual acquaintance decided to blast confetti and glitter from the vents during my earlier meeting. It took forever to get it out of my hair. He can do that? Isn't he just a programmer? Don't ask me to explain whatever voodoo witchcraft he manages to concoct. Well, he probably was just trying to get you out of that snooze fest. Don't be so hard on him. He also rigged the speakers to play Uptown Funk on release. Okay, so Uptown Funk does exist in this universe. Sammy has been rather obsessed with that song lately, hasn't it? One of them has to be Alexei. Who's the other guy he's talking to, though? It doesn't sound like either gangster. Although, what's with this conversation? I peek my head out a little again, and Alexei seems to have moved closer to the cell bars, angling himself towards the person outside. And I can tell from his body language that he has a smirk on his face. Anyway, a little birdie told me that a royal family was responsible for my arrest. If it really wasn't you, then why are you here? You suspect me as well? Of course not. It's nice to hear you finally admit that you trust me. This has nothing to do with trust. You're neither capable nor smart enough to pull something like this off. Your faith in me is unwavering. Alexei suddenly stops talking and stands up straight. What? 8 o'clock. I quickly hide back behind the wall, but the damage is done. We were fucking spotted? Girly, I thought you were a detective. I thought you were supposed to be sneaky. Who's there? There's no way he saw me all the way over here. Maybe he's not talking about me. Go with 2 buns. Okay, that definitely was me. Show yourself. Should I run? I can't see if that guy's armed, though. What if he just makes things even worse? The safer option is probably just show myself. Might as well get a little closer and see if I can gather more information, like the identity of the guy Alexi's talking to. Bro rolled a nat 1 on stealth with a negative modifier is crazy. You can do it. You came here with a purpose. You knew what you were getting into, so don't chicken out now. I take a deep breath, steeling myself, and then take a step forward. Hello? I'm not anyone suspicious. Very convincing. Hey, aren't you that little girlie from earlier? I'm surprised he remembered. It's been a day. He hasn't. It's been literally maybe a few hours. Yeah! Hi again. Thanks for helping me out. Oh, I really don't mean any trouble, though. I'm just here to... I'm about to continue with the sight of Alexi's companion makes me stop in my tracks. Your Highness? Oh, it is the Kaya guy. Oh, hello. Oh my gosh. It's really him. The Crown Prince of Solari. Someone who I thought only existed on my television standing there in front of me right now. I can't believe he's an actual human being. What are you doing in a place like this, Your Highness? Were you the person I heard talking to Alexi just now? No, I only just arrived here myself. Was there someone else here? Oh, sorry, I guess I was mistaken. You know she's just saying that to be polite, right? I thought you wouldn't be a liar personally. What's going on here? I thought they hated each other, but from the way they've been talking, they are lovers and they will kiss each other. Shut up, you buffoon. Is this really Prince Thierry? He definitely looks like the Crown Prince I've seen on television, though there's a scowl on his face in lieu of his original smile. Excuse me. Can I ask a question? I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to. Sure, go ahead. It beats listening to Thierry moaning and complaining anyway. Hey, Alexi. You really ought to be more careful in the future, though. A bigger and badder wolf might just eat you up, you know. Watch where you stick your nose, He smirks down at me, obviously trying to appear intimidating, but the jail bars separating us diminishes the desired effect. Okay, thank you for the warning. Huh. You seemed way more terrified of me earlier. He could tell! Well, I guess that's probably his specialty. I'm still a little scared, but I no longer think you'll kidnap me and sell me off overseas and steal all my money. You really thought I'd do all of that, huh? And, well, I did run here and try to help you. Seems a bit counterproductive to be terrified, you know? Anyway, I thought the royal family and the Dorlas were sworn enemies, but you've been acting like you're friends. Or roommates. Or lovers. Well, political reasons and all. What kind of reasons? She didn't listen to your warning at all. Long story short, a lot of people would be happier if we didn't get along. It'd be too much power if we were on the same side, and that would only attract enemies. It's easier if we didn't associate with each other in public. Oh, so the relationship's secret! And history would call them anything but lovers, right? I guess that's better than the alternative, but it still sounds kind of sad. I can't imagine not being able to go out and hang with you or whenever I wanted. Alexi, that's enough. Yeah, I know. The mood suddenly shifts and he leans closer with a big grin on his face. Enough questions about the boring stuff. You do know why I'm here, right? Yeah, you're the prime suspect for murder? You're still here even though you know that? Well, yeah, because I think there's a good chance you didn't do it. Sorry, what? Wow, quite the charismatic fellow, aren't you? You even got a random girl to trust you already. Look, I know you accuse me of doing a lot of things, and most of the time they're true, but this one's actually not on me. I haven't done anything yet, besides help her out earlier. And I hope you're not here to repay that favor. Oh, no, it's not that. There's a reason why I think it's unlikely for you to be the culprit. Yeah? What's that? Well, it's because... The victim's wounds on the right side of his head. The rings on the victim's hand is gone. Victim was hit with too much force. Oh no, I have to choose. The ring is gone. The victim was hit with too much force. Wound on the right side of his head. Oh, right. He said he was a lefty and he can't do anything with his right hand. Is that important? The easiest way to land a clean hit on someone there without them noticing is from behind, isn't it? I looked at my history log. That's my bad. And in that case, the wound would be on the left side of his head instead. Alexi's left-handed, isn't he? Huh? You are? How many years have we known each other, and you still at least pretend to pay attention? Prince Thierry ignores him, looking back over at me, and I can see the suspicion in his eyes. How'd you know that? We had a conversation about it earlier in the plaza, for plot reasons. This appears to be a recurring topic. You two ran into each other? Yeah, it was right before I got arrested, actually. Wait, so that woman I was talking to was law enforcement? The explanation only seems to make Prince Thierry more suspicious, and he frowns at me with disapproving look on his face. She knows too much. Claiming it would be simple observation. She coincidentally met you earlier, and now she's here conveniently with evidence. I don't trust her in the slightest. I don't blame him for being suspicious. I know fully well how sketchy I seem. I wouldn't trust me if I were in his shoes either. Why are you really here? I fall silent, a bit unsure of how to proceed. I can't mention the vision reason, obviously, but what about the police one? I hadn't expected to run into a crown prince in here, though, and he's in charge of them, isn't he? Wouldn't he be upset if I bring it up? Hey. I look up when Alexei speaks. He gives me a grin and nudges his head towards His Highness. You can speak your mind. He's trustworthy. My reputation must be in the gutter if I need a gangster to vouch for me. Hey, you said it, not me. I'm still a little unsure, but it's a bit too late to do anything other than trust Alexei's words. Prince Thierry didn't seem like the type of person who would fall for any half-hearted lie. I actually heard some policemen talking earlier about how Inspector was planning to frame you. Yeah? Which one? Clouseau, I think? I'm not even sure if I pronounced it correctly, but it's obvious by the looks on their faces that they know exactly who I'm talking about. Motherfucker. That may pose a problem. He has the chief's backing. You really came here to warn me just because of that? Well, I didn't know if anyone else out there would do anything about it. I just couldn't stand such, injustice. More importantly, if you get locked up, I'll probably never see you again, and I can't let that happen before I figure out what the vision meant. Yeah? Appreciate it. I suppose we should proceed with the jailbreak. Oh, you were gonna jailbreak him! Sorry, jailbreak? I expected them to laugh it off, but they looked dead serious. If they've already checked the frame of Alexei, it'd be better not to wait in case they move him to a more secure prison. It'd be harder to retrieve him after that. I'd rather secure him first and deal with the consequence later. You know I'm always down to break the law with you. And they were jailbreakers! Dumbass. Oh. He's pretty different from what you imagined, yeah? Yeah, a little. Don't let the prim and proper facade fool you. This man's got the biggest potty mouth I've ever seen. You two done gossiping like a bunch of high school girls? He also talks like an old man. Must be the company he keeps. You act like it's my choice. I have to spend my days listening to rich old men bicker. What's going on here? Oh, we're fucked! Oh, shit! A policeman appears out of nowhere, and I quickly take a step back. Trespassing here is a federal crime, young lady. Please follow me to the interrogation room for some questioning. Key. Huh? We're not doing the whole policeman act? Sammy said something unexpected had popped up and forced me to come here to rescue you. Say hello to Miss Something Unexpected over here. The policeman glances over curiously when Alexei gestures at me. Hi. Hey. I getting arrested? Arrested? Oh, of course not. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Key. Ah, right here. The policeman hands over the key, muttering under his breath about how long the outfit took to put on. A gangster, a crown prince, and now a faced policeman. I feel like I've entered a completely different world ever since I stepped into this jail. Freedom at last. The door opens and Alexei comes sauntering out, looking like he just came out of a party instead of a jail cell. You must have spent over half your life behind bars. I'm sure a couple more hours wouldn't be too bad. The only reason I enjoy prison is cheating the wardens, but no one's around this time. The area was here to keep you company. Another person who calls the crown prince by his first name. Just who are these people? Maybe the people from the photo that we got earlier. I get enough of his lectures at the hideout, thank you. Hideout? Whoa, that sounds kinda cool. Sammy, what's happening? I heard the commotion nearby. The others fall silent as they watch Prince Thierry press a hand to his ear. He listens quietly for a few seconds, and then his frown deepens. It appears we have visitors. A lot of them, in fact. All for little old me? I'm honored. I can distract some of them. Sammy, tell us what to do. They huddle together, talking with whoever's on the other side of the spear piece, and I realize they've probably forgotten I'm even here. Only 3 cameras? Aren't you the self-proclaimed world's best hacker? Should I just leave? They can probably take care of themselves, right? And I don't think they'll factor my well-being into the escape plan. Besides, I've already done what I came to do. I don't think I'll be much help going forward anyway. No. Thierry, you can't be seen here. Who knows what repercussions there will be if they find out you were here when the prisoner broke out. Wanna lock me back up? Are you willingly putting yourselves back in handcuffs? Okay. I see how it is. It's a little too late for that. I'll get their attention. You two sneak out while I'm doing that. I'm the best disguise, and I'm the most disposable one here. It's fine if I get caught. Screw it. Excuse me. They all look a little startled when I speak up. Yeah, that definitely forgot I was still here. Why do I have to open my big mouth and stick my big nose in their business? I, might be able to help? You? Well, I did sneak in here. I still remember some of the layouts, so maybe I can help figure out the escape route for you. The fake policeman drops something into my hand. It's a small earpiece. It's surprisingly lightweight. Even to my untrained eye, it looks well made. Jem, you and your Alexei's safeties come first. We can deal with everything else later. Ugh. Fine. I'm a little surprised he conceded so fast, but I'm not about to argue. Feeling rather like a spy, I quickly stick the earpiece into my left ear. Hello? Hi. A voice greets me. I'm getting taken aback by how quiet it sounds. So, what were you thinking? Can you tell me what we're working with? I can take control of 3 cameras and wipe their feeds. What else? Oh, Thierry cannot be spotted by any security camera or policeman. What a pampered little prince we have here. Are you sure you're not the one we're breaking out of prison? Be quiet. I mentally drop an image based on the map of the prison I saw earlier. I should be able to guide them out here, okay? Gotta keep an eye out for the policemen, though. The real ones, at least. One more thing. They locked the main exit, so you'll need to pick up the keys at the security booth. Oh, it's just one thing after another. Oh, I could go get the keys. I think I remember where the security office is. Let's split into 2 groups then. I'll go with her. Good idea. You sure you're okay with leaving poor, defenseless Jem alone? I'll be fine. I'm more worried about you two, honestly. He's the one with all the weapons anyway. Oh, I'm sorry if I scared you. These are all props, so you don't need to worry. He pulls out a baton and taps it against my hand. It feels like foam. He's a cosplayer. Okay. You didn't need to tell her that. I couldn't tell at all. They look really professional. Thanks. He spent all night yesterday making them, making sure he's been waiting for someone to compliment them. If you notice, and you should have said something nicer to me. Can we focus? Sorry, Sammy. If I remember correctly, there's an intersection up ahead. We can split up there. Very well. Lead the way. Well, here we are. My heart's pounding with nervousness, but I can't deny there's some excitement in it too. Leave it to us. We'll get the keys as fast as we can. Be careful, you two. Got it. You guys be careful too. Did you need something else? Oh, yeah, just one more thing. I try to quickly figure out a path based on my earlier visualization, but I can remember the layout of the place well enough if it's a bit harder to connect the dots and envision a way out, especially under time pressure. I mean, you go, I guess, left and then right, and then you're at the entrance, right? Having him stare at me the whole time isn't helping much either. If there's a fork in the road, I recommend always prioritizing the left path. Oh, I thought we were gonna go this way, not this way. It's a bit of a detour, but the other path has a lot of security cameras there, so it might be riskier. I'll keep that in mind. I don't know if he's actually believes me, but I've done all that I can for now. Okay, thank you! Is everything all right? Sorry, I'm coming. Bye then, Your Highness! Sammy, keep an eye on them. If she tries anything, lead the police over to where they are. Jem will be fine. Got it. Don't think you need to worry too much, though. Why do you say that? Dunno. Intuition. It's pretty rare for Sammy to vouch for someone he just met. Let us trust his judgment for now, yeah? I suppose. Would you like to play the following section in easy or hard mode? You can switch from hard to easy at any time, but not the other way around. Oh. The easier does not contain some fluff dialogue, while the hard version contains everything, but it takes a while and a lot more chaotic. All right, we go hard mode. You've selected hard mode. Are you sure? I guess so. Chat wants it. You won't be able to save for several minutes, so please do so now if you need to. Oh shit, I should save. I don't think I've saved once this entire time. Haha. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for save reminder. Oh, hi. Let me explain how this works. Both groups will be moving at the same time. I'll provide support, but you're responsible for your individual actions. Keep in mind that this is real time. If you take too long to make decisions, there may be Oh, fuck, okay. However, if you're feeling overwhelmed, you can press the pause button to catch your breath or the restart button to start the section over. Okay, that's good. Good, great. Okay, there's a pause button. Huh? What are you talking about? Don't worry about it, me. Don't worry about it. Now then, let's begin. Okay. I can't control any of the text either. Escape! There's a camera up ahead. Already? What do you want me to do? Please tell me that insufferable racket isn't coming from you. Disable. Can I go around? I think I can go around. You should just ignore it. Has anyone told you use only those big words when you don't want to seem smart? Yes, you did, yesterday, in fact. So we only disable a limited number of security cameras. We should prioritize the ones the area might need. Right. You might encounter more security officers, though. Okay, that's fine. We can handle it. With your foam baton? That's not the only thing I have. I have this foam taser here, too. Oh my god, we have no weapons. Is that basically useless? You're a real gamer? You can do it? I'm scared. There's a fork in the road up ahead. Which way do you want to go? Isn't it supposed to be your job to tell us? So you said you look for lost animals a lot? As you know, I'm a digital-only connoisseur. They didn't upload floor pans anywhere. I'm guessing the girl got her hands on a physical map. Yeah, I'm a detective. I don't really get assigned to a lot of detective work. In fact, today was my first case. Since our friend here is no help, wanna just flip a coin? Not the flip a coin. It's almost such a complicated situation. I'm sorry about that. I would rather just pick it up to fate. Okay. I don't think that'll work. The floor is yours then. It's okay. I feel like I've been in this situation 90% of my own fault anyway. I think I had to go left and then right. There's a fork in the road here. We should go left. Are you sure? From what I remember, the security office should be straight ahead, right? I need the map. Oh, no, I don't remember. I feel like Jem knows what the hell they're talking about. We can go with your suggestion. You probably know better than me anyway. Oh, shit. Hey, you, what are you two doing here? Shit. That wasn't good. We went the wrong way. I'm so sorry. I should have said anything. No, it's my fault. I should have been more decisive. I didn't know. I can't read maps. I'll fix this, I promise. Stay behind me. There's a police officer up ahead. I found this young lady. It seems like she was lost, so I wanted to escort her back to the entrance. Take a left. I'm so sorry. I totally didn't mean to. So, you know how the latest social media trend is to take selfies in dark areas? Well, yeah, I totally thought the post said jail. It seemed kind of sketchy, but you know, the views are important, so here I am. Anyway, I just checked and totally misread it. Can you believe that? Oh my god, she? Dramatic, I love her. I'm so sorry. It was just a little mistake. I mean, I can follow you back to the police station as an apology, but... Hey, I know you want to get in the picture before we go. Was I supposed to press something on the other side? He seems shocked. Just take her and go. Yes, of course. Oh. Ha 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 ha. Don't look at me like that. Can we pretend that never happened? What does the switch do? Hi, that was pretty good, girly. Oh, no. That's to switch it to easy mode. Okay. Where to? I opened the comms just for that. Couldn't let your award-winning performance go to waste. That's so fucked up, bro. I just copied what one of my coworkers sounds like. I don't know if I should be happy that was not so effective. Uh-huh. I swear I don't normally talk like that. Me trying to convince anyone that I'm not from the West Coast. Looks like there's another security camera. Should I disable it? I'm gonna go or disable. There's the office. Let's find the key quickly and... Oh. Security camera up ahead. I'll go ahead and disable it. What? It's not there? There's a key with a post-it note labeled main key ported towards it. Very advanced security system. Sometimes you forget where you put things. But taping a key to the window where everyone can see it and labeling it seems like a bit of an overkill. Well, you won't find me complaining. Okay, let's go meet up with the other two now. Hey, there's the exit. We've done our part. Let's wait for them. They found the keys already. Yeah? Awesome. It was taped to the window for the whole world to see. What a sad state of affairs for Solaire's esteemed police department. Perhaps I should cut their budget until they pull themselves together. Wow, imagine cutting police budget? That's a first. Don't help them out too much, though. It'll be harder for me to escape next time. I'd appreciate that if you didn't start planning your next jailbreak. I'm already regretting this one. Ah, there they are! Sorry we took so long. I have the keys here. Let me unlock the door. I survived! We're good! Okay, maybe I am a gamer! That's crazy! We actually made it! Not bad. He raises his hand to high five and I instinctively tap my palm against his before realizing how surreal this whole situation is. Thanks! I just helped break a gangster out of jail. I don't think I was that kind of girl. Hate to do this to you right after you help, but Thierry will be on my ass if I don't. Huh? I got kidnapped. Fuck. My eyes slowly open, and it takes me a couple of moments to reorient myself. Ow! My head's going through it lately, in more ways than one. Did Lexi knock me out? I'm still alive, which is good, and I'm not restrained or anything, which is also good, but where am I? I glance around, the blurriness in my vision beginning to fade, and I realize that some parts of this room look vaguely familiar. Wait. Isn't this the place I saw in the photograph? But how did I know what it looked like? I've never been here previously, and people can't dream about things they've never seen before, right? That means... No, wait. This means it's actually a vision of the future? You're awake? Ah! Ah! Oh, it's a streamer kid! I get startled by the person who suddenly pops up next to me, though I think I end up scaring him just as much. Sorry! My bad. We share a laugh as we both start and stop talking at the same time. You alright? Yeah, I'm okay. What about you? I'm okay too. I'm Jem, by the way. Oh, the fake policeman. I didn't know you were the same person as the guy I ran into this morning. You remember me? Of course! You were the cute guy with the nice clothes from the plaza. You would immediately call him cute, but okay. Don't you mean the nice guy with the cute clothes? Freeing our hostage, Jem. Alexei slides into conversation easily. I watch him warily make sure he doesn't try anything again, but he keeps his hands in his pockets and makes no moves in my direction. She's not a hostage. She helped you, Alexei. You could be a little bit more grateful. Hey, I had to knock her out. You know how Thierry is about the secrecy of this place. Don't worry, I didn't even harm her. My head hurts a lot, actually. Sorry. My bad. Oh, who's this? There's a gamer. There seems to be a head peeking at me from behind the sofa. We're just staring at each other. Menacingly. Is he waiting for me to say something first? Hi! Hello. Another new person that I've never met before, yet somehow recognizes due to that picture. I'm Sammy. We talked to each other briefly earlier. Oh, yeah! Thank you for your help with the cameras. You helped too, yet look what they did to thank you. Heartless, trash, scum of the earth. Oh! Stop looking at me. That was Thierry's idea. All I told you was to bring her back with us and make sure she couldn't figure out where we were going. We could have just blindfolded her. I feel like some of you are forgetting that it's my job to be violent. Alright, I'm sorry, okay? Do you need an ice pack or pills or an ice pack and pills? Are those the only treatments you know? Where I live, it's either nothing or surgery. I'm okay. I don't need the ice pack or pills or surgery. You sure? I know a pretty good surgeon. I'm sure you do! I think it's the best course of action would be to send her home to rest. Thierry, what did you want to talk to her about? We shouldn't keep her here for too long. I'm not sure what to do either. I won't tell anyone, I swear! Not about the involvement about the jailbreak or your super cool ultra-secret spy headquarters! Spy, huh? I kinda like the sound of that. None used to use such fancy words. We're just a bunch of dudes sticking around. Huh? Allow me to apologize for bringing you here, as well as for your rough treatment. I'm naturally suspicious of everyone due to my position, but I shouldn't have dragged an unrelated citizen into this. It's okay, I understand. I know it seemed a little sketchy. You're quite a bit more than just a little, I'd say. Well, now that's all the apologies are done, why don't we take the time to introduce ourselves? There's no need to keep up this tense atmosphere, is there? Is that what she wants? I only got involved on all this because I wanted to know more about the vision I saw, and this place seems like the people are clearly related to it. So, for now, I'll place my trust in them. I've already involved myself this much, I might as well see this case through the very end. Besides, I don't think they're dangerous. It's just the feeling I'm getting, though. I'm sure Fia would get mad at me if I said I was basing this all off instinct. I wonder when I got so reckless. Introductions sound good. I'm curious about you guys too. Great, I'll start then. My name's Jen, as I said earlier. When did the cowboy bebop music start? Nice to meet you. I respond as positively as I can, though the look of surprise he gives me makes me think I've said something rude. What? Do you not know who I am? No, I don't think so. Should I? No, it's fine. It's better this way. He runs the Gemstones channel. The Gemstones? The IPC? Anyway. Alexi! You didn't need to tell her. You're the third most famous person in this room. You'll live, lover boy. The channel name sounds familiar, and I soon realize it's because I've seen people watching it during lunch break. Oh! Wait, I do know you. I have a lot of coworkers who watch your content. Content creation? You're that, he's a cosplay who streams a lot, right? I'll check out your channel later when I get home. I'll make sure to subscribe too. Oh my god, we're gonna like and subscribe. I like Jem so far, but that's because he's the closest to me. I think Fieri is the person I'd actually go and romance. You don't have to, but thank you. I'll go next. He still seems a little suspicious of me, but the fact that he's letting me stay for introductions must mean I'm tolerable for now. Baby steps, I suppose. You know who I am, I'm assuming. Of course, Your Highness. There's no need to address me so formally. You can call me by my first name. I'll try. I absolutely will not try. If you must attach a title, could you at least call me Prince Thierry? Okay, that I can do. He really is much different than I was imagining. Alexi Dorla. I work in debt collection, but I'm on a forced sabbatical. Currently, I'm a wanted criminal accused of murder and breaking out of prison. You did break out of prison. Is he waiting for me to introduce myself first? Oh, I'm... Me, age 24. Sure, we'll go with that. Currently working on the Douglas Detective Agency. Went to college outside of Solaria and married to Jen. Okay, I get it. You're a hacker. You did a background check on me. You stalk people for a living? That's what hackers do. It's just a hobby. Only when I'm bored. Really? What's your occupation then? Pro gamer. I destroy noobs on... No! No! You actually said that to my face? Huh? Don't mind him. That's just how he talks. He's online so much that he's forgotten how to act around. I'm clocking him like that. That's crazy. I see. There's nothing wrong with how I act in the real world. Uh-huh. So this is your secret base? You guys call it the hideout earlier, right? That just means I'm in a pretty important place. No, I just named it because it sounded cool. It did look rather ordinary for a secret base, but I'd be hoping there'd be a cool hidden basement or something. I think you just dashed your dreams, Sammy. No secret operators? No foreign secrets or exciting heists? I think you have the wrong idea about us. We're very normal. He says as a top streamer, but okay. You just broke someone out of jail! Oh, well, this isn't that. I give him a look and he just smiles back innocently. Oh, he's a puppy dog character type though. Oh. We're just a couple of friends that meet up here sometimes because it's a safe space for us. Don't make it sound special. This is my house that they're trespassing. Don't be so stingy, Sammy. Someone who doesn't pay rent doesn't get to complain. Money over friendship, I see. This entire place is yours? Mm-hmm. Oh, I think I can fit my entire studio apartment into this one living room. Rich people have it so nice. This house is huge. You must take a lot of money to be able to afford a place like this. Something like that. What's with the non-committal answer? It's either that or your parents are loaded. So, what now, Your Royal Highness? I suppose it wouldn't be right for us to detain you any longer. If you may leave, but you'll be placed under surveillance until this investigation is over. I hope you understand. And please try to keep quiet about everything you witnessed today. I don't want to threaten you, but it's extremely important that this remains a secret. Don't you need help? Girl, what mess are you trying to get yourself into? Pardon me? With the investigation! Or you can hire private investigators to help you. It sounded like you couldn't reveal your involvement, though. Well, just in case you forgot, I am a detective and I really need money! You haven't solved any murder cases before. Everyone has to start from somewhere. Or is this a 30 years of work experience needed type of job? I fail to see what you get out of this arrangement. Recognition? Connections? Money! I'm poor as shit! I require something! Blunt honesty. I like it. Altruism and networking are nice, but money pays the bills. The economy's been rough these past few years. Thanks, Thierry. Thanks, Thierry. Thanks, Thierry. I appreciate that you could think I could tank an economy all by myself. But unfortunately, it takes far more capable people than me to do that. Of course, we'll pay you for the job, but is there nothing else you desire? Well, there is the vision reason, but they'll think I'm crazy if I share it. I'm just nosy. I want to figure out what's going on. Besides, my boss won't let me work any interesting cases, so this is my only opportunity. Prince Thierry still seems a little hesitant, so I quickly add one more thing before I can stop myself. Please, I need more experience. There's something I need to do no matter what. Crap, did that sound too desperate? Please give us a few moments to discuss this. Okay, I'll just be over here then. You could give me a job. You knocked me out for literally no reason. Not much discussing going on there, Your Highness. I'm sure you're all aware of where I stand on this. What about you, Mr. Intuition? Background check came in clean. Parents separated when she was young. She's been living with her dad since then, but moved out as soon as she was able to. Other than the few years she went to college, she's lived here all her life. No records of getting into any trouble. Seems like a normal person to me. I don't mind she stays. Wow, really? That's nicer than anything you've ever said about me. Geez, I wonder why. They took a look at your own background check before complaining. Alexi, what about you? You're asking me if I trust her? Yes. Sure, maybe. Does it really matter? I don't feel threatened by her, and that's all I care for. I'm fine with letting her stay. Ugh, that's what I thought you'd stay. I'm okay with going along with that everyone else decides. Ugh, that's what I thought you'd say too. Do you not want her to, Thierry? I don't have anything against her. She's helped us so far, of course. I'd like to trust her. However, why not treat this like a test? Pardon? Have her help with the investigation. You don't need to trust her to do that, right? You can decide afterward if she's trustworthy enough based on how she does. Ugh. Besides, she doesn't look very dangerous, see? Sammy has the devotion of Suspect Y too? I heard it was super rare, so I never thought I'd run into someone who had a copy other than me. I haven't read mine yet in years. I should... Ah! Let's put it back. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're gonna be so threatened by her. See, harmless. Are we not gonna talk about how she just ripped the cover off with her bare hands and then shoved it back to the bookshelf to hide her crime? It already looked broken. Also, when did you care about books? I don't. Fine. Fine? I will trust her for now and revisit my decision after the investigation. Thanks, Sierra! Your Highness, you gotta get out more if the mere thought of hanging out with someone new causes you to break out in a cold sweat. Perhaps my current companions have given me a bad impression of what my friendship entails. Well, they're so together.
After a little mishap, I decided to sit on the sofa instead of not touching anything else.
I can't believe I broke it! Why did it just crumble like that? Hi.
Hi!
Why do you look like that? Is it because of the book?
Esau! I'm really sorry.
Can I pay you back in installments? It's that expensive.
How do you happen to not know? It's not like you can just find a copy anywhere. Kinda.
Don't worry about it then.
Are you sure?
If it bothers you, you can help with the investigation and we'll call it even.
Wait, does that mean...
We made a decision! I'd sit up straight instantly, hands folded in my lap and brace myself for the news. If you're still interested, we would like to enlist your help for this investigation.
Really? Of course I'm still interested. Thank you so much. I will let you down. I promise!
Didn't know you were so invested in my freedom. She's clearly more interested in the investigation, thank you. Oh, but please don't feel pressured. If you can't figure it out, we can work something else out instead. Don't stress too much. Make sure to stress out just a little bit, though. My life is on the line here.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I don't know how much this means to me.
This seems a little reversed. I feel like I should be the one thanking you here. Jem takes a seat next to me, and the rest of the boys get settled in around us.
It kind of feels like we're a team, doesn't it?
I've never been outside of class before. It's exciting. Well, I should make the most out of this. I'll probably never get an opportunity like this ever again. Okay, then. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Do we have any more information on the case? Here's the case overview. Murder! Misha, 29 years of age, found in the alley between Celestial and Cosmolux Hotel. Discovered dead at approximately 11 a.m. Time of death around 8 a.m. Cause of death is a blow to the back of the head. No other wounds were found on his body. You okay? You can just sit this one out if you want to. It's fine. I'm used to it. His response is quick and flippant, though I can't help but notice some sadness in his eyes. He and that Misha guy must have been close. Misha's autopsy report has been added to evidence. His body was found by a third party who was passing by and reported the corpse immediately. It was just lying there like that in broad daylight? No, it was completely hidden inside the dumpster before it was discovered. The police just moved it out to take pictures. Crime scene photo has been added to evidence. Does it say why they arrested Lexi? One moment, I'll check. I don't know why either. I was just strolling innocently around town when they grabbed me. Didn't even let me get my morning coffee. I'm not sure how innocent that stroll was since you did knock someone out, but since it was to help me, I'll keep quiet. I'm impressed you didn't resist. I was going to, but then I thought about poor Thierry would tear all his beautiful locks out from the stress. My hair appreciates your restraint.
What?
Why does it say the suspect was captured on camera going into the alleyway shortly before the body was discovered? Oops. I forgot about that. Permission to lock him back up. Permission granted. Wait, I wasn't there to kill anyone. I'm sure. No, I'm serious, look. He fishes his phone out of his pockets and shows it to us. 10 alleyway. Oh, that's suspicious as all hell. You normally listen to what every sketchy scam message says to do? Obviously not. I just thought it was from Sasha. His orders are normally written like that too. You don't know his number? He changes it all the time for security reasons. He usually doesn't bother telling me. I see. And what was so important that he had to make you go there? Not sure. I thought I was supposed to pick something up from someone, but there was no one there. I looked around for a bit, but I didn't see anything, so I left. I asked Nico earlier and he didn't know either, so maybe it wasn't Sasha. But in that case, I have no clue who sent it.
Who's Nico?
My brother's advisor. You'll probably see him around.
I didn't know gang leaders had advisors.
Sammy, can you try tracing the message? Fine, it's most likely a burner phone though. Text sent to Alexi has been added to evidence. That's the end of the report. Now that we've got that boring stuff out of the way, how are we doing this? Should we probably split up the work, right? I'll stay here and go through the security logs. So not even this is enough to get you to change your shut-in ways? I'll be holding down the fort, cheering you on. Go, Alexi, go.
I've never heard someone more monotone encouragement in my life.
I'll check back at the office then. Misha might have left some clues there.
No, you should stay here.
What? Why?
Did you forget that you're a wanted man?
It's nothing new. Just another day for me. Besides, I'm not one to sit here and twiddle my thumbs while the rest of you are helping me.
But
I'm the only one who can get in there anyway. Your disguises may be good, but the gang is trained to be paranoid. There's no way I'd let you go by yourself. I'll be careful, I promise. I don't believe you, but fine. You'd probably just escape and go if we locked you in here anyway. And you'd be correct. If you lock him here with me, I will call the police and turn him in myself. Thanks for all the ill-intentioned support, Sammy. I'll investigate the crime scene then. Sneaking in as a police officer shouldn't be too hard. You just want an excuse to wear that outfit again. What's wrong with that? I worked hard on it! Thanks to a certain someone spilling beer on my old one, by the way. I thought we agreed not to bring that up again. I'll check the police station if I can gather any information that might not have been uploaded digitally. I'd like to speak with the investigators involved as well.
Are you sure it's okay for you to do that publicly?
There should be no issues as long as I state that I'm there to investigate the convict that escaped.
I can't believe the Crown Prince of Solaire is strolling around doing common detective work.
Gonna rip them for letting the big bad gangster escape.
Oh yeah, how did you get the guards to leave without revealing yourself? I was surprised when there were none in the jail when I arrived.
That was Sammy's handiwork, I believe. Wasn't anything big. I hacked into the security system at the chief's office. It was funny watching them scramble around trying to fix it. Ugh.
Sammy, you're kinda scary.
Thank you. No wonder there were so many guards at the end. They must have realized they were duped and came running, their tails tucked between their legs. Ugh, I can already feel the headache that will be coming during my next meeting. No use complaining, you're getting paid to be their personal therapist. Not enough if you ask me. Now then, detective. They all turned to look at me with varying degrees of enthusiasm. What do you plan to do? I don't believe investigating elsewhere is necessary, so you can choose who you want to accompany. After we're done, let's meet back here to share information. That way you won't miss out on anything, no matter who you choose to go with. Sounds good. Let's see. Prince Thierry will be at the police station, Alexi will be at the Delora office, Jem will be at the crime scene, and Sammy will be here. Who do I want to accompany? Chad, I'll leave this up to you. Sammy it is, then. At first, I think he's gonna refuse and say he'd rather be alone, but he surprisingly nods and offers no resistance. Nice. Us lazy people need to stick together.
I just thought it'd be important to look through any footage of the crime scene. I didn't choose you to laze around.
I know.
He smiled?
Come sit next to me. I'll pull the footage from the security camera and we can go over it together.
Okay.
He pulls out a chair for me and moves over.
Huh? What's that?
Oh, they're so cute! There are countless plushies of some sort of round creature on the chair, but he shoves them to the ground without care and gestures for me to take a seat. No, you got rid of your plush pile!
He doesn't strike me as a plushie person. Maybe he just likes cute things.
Hey.
Ah!
The hand that landed on my shoulder quickly retracts. Whoa, you okay?
Sorry, I didn't mean to scream. You scared me.
My bad. Just wanted to give you a quick warning before I left. He leans in close and lowers his voice. Don't let Sammy start talking about it, yeah? No matter how much he begs.
What?
What are you two whispering about over there? Nothing. I was just leaving. See you both. Bye.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Unfortunately, Alexei gives us a quick salute and disappears before I can ask him anything else. I loiter around the entrance to see if he'll come back, but then Sammy pats the chair impatiently and I have no choice but to sit down.
If you're gonna give me a warning, at least be more specific. Any kind of context would have been nice.
Have a chair of plushies and need to find more space. He has all this room! Like he could have put the plushies literally anywhere else! Sammy's typing away on his keyboard, headphones on. I don't know what any of the code means, but if I did, he's going too fast for me to read it anyway. It's obvious he's an expert in his craft. I sit quietly next to him, trying my best not to distract him, but then Sammy suddenly seems to remember that I'm there. He pushes his headphone down and moves over a little so I can see the screen a bit better. That's so nice of him. I don't know what's going to be going on, though. Sorry, Habit. I'm not used to being social. It's okay. I don't mind watching you work. Since you're here, we might as well talk. So much talking is happening right now. A lot of talking, actually.
Since he said that, I thought he'd at least pick a topic, but I guess he's leaving that to me.
Have you been programming for a long time? Since high school. What about you?
I think I started being interested in detective work sometime around elementary school. Pretty sure it was a little bit after that meeting Theo.
Real prodigy, I see.
I wouldn't call it that. It's not like anyone actually trusted a little kid to do detective work. It ended up being more like an odd job.
Experience is experience. Doesn't matter where you get it from. Something flashes on the computer, and then a video of the alleyway appears on the screen. The camera's positioned in a way that doesn't show what's happening inside. We can at least check who went in and out of the alleyway. And they have angled it a bit. Useless.
Lots of people throw up there after night at Celestial. They probably didn't want to have to watch that.
Skillet. Not him saying skill issue, that's crazy. He presses a button and the footage speeds up. Sammy's eyes flit quickly across the screen and he somehow manages to focus on the footage while his fingers fly across the keyboard at breakneck speed. Something wrong? He speaks up suddenly, his eyes glued to the computer, and it takes me a few moments to realize he's speaking to me.
Oh, no, sorry. Just thought you looked kind of cool.
Really? Is the bad posture doing it for you? Yes, we're all attracted to the shrimp posture.
I know I don't have room to talk, but you really should fix that.
Can't. It's ingrained in me. I can't focus anymore if I'm not horribly disfiguring my body. Oh, I relate to this a little too closely. Devs, what did you do? Why'd you put me in this game? I don't have great posture either, but the way he's folding his back like a pretzel can't be healthy.
Well, you'll curse your decisions when you're older.
I also have headphones as well, and also I do the exact same thing when I'm editing. Guess you'll have to take care of me when the time comes. Oh! We're thinking about the future already? That's crazy. The logs are in.
You're really gonna say that and move on before I can respond?
Since the time of death was at 8 in the morning and no one entered the alleyway for hours before that, I'll start from here. The camera quality isn't great, so I can't identify any of the people. He gestures towards the video footage, and sure enough, the person currently on it is a distinguishable blob. Let's give him code names.
Sure, that sounds cool. Real spy-like. Do you have something in mind?
Palmberry, Pomagotchi, Pomsha, What? Pomberry Pomagacha Ponchama.
No, I heard you the first time. What do those words even mean? Do you like attaching the word palm to everything?
I'm being stared at and I'm scared.
What's with the look on his face?
Have you ever heard of pochirin?
That sounds vaguely familiar. Oh, the cartoon show with the Pomeranians?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that what all the plushies are? Pomeranians? Now that I'm looking at them again, they do kind of look like dogs.
Half of them look like raccoons. I don't know what you're looking at, but...
Does that one have a pompadour?
I can inform you on pochirin lore if you want. Oh, he's gonna info dump the lore to us! Shit! A feeling of dread suddenly washes over me and Alexi's warning flashes across my mind like a horror movie.
Maybe after the investigation? Can we just go with letters for now instead? It'll be easier for me to remember.
You said you had a good memory.
I still need to think about it! It's not always about bouncing around in my head. I need to pull the information from my memory bank. Is he pouting?
Fine, you win today. I expect you to know their names by next investigation. Ha! Ha! It's been a day. Everyone in the hideout is required to know the basics of at least 3 of them. Otherwise, you're not allowed entry.
So it includes Spirits to the area and Alexi too. That's nice of them to show interest in your hobbies.
Weren't.
Sorry, what did you say? I didn't catch that.
They weren't given a choice.
Well, 3 isn't bad, right? You mentioned 3 earlier, so technically I
require you to know their first anime appearance, their live-action actors, their backstories, their family trees, their specific breeds. Hello? That's basic information? We should have written the names down. It's too late. We're sucked into this. Bro. Oh, is this how people feel whenever we try to explain Hoyoverse stuff to them?
Wait, it has a live action? Wait, they have actors? Are they real dogs? They make actors act in dog costumes?
3 waits in a row. Nice.
I'm starting to see why Alexi gave me that warning now.
Now that we've entertained your little distraction,
You're the one who brought it up! Hey, at least answer my last question!
let's go through the video.
Oh,
If only Alexi knew you were making small talk instead of helping clear his innocence. He'd be so sad.
fine, let's do it then. He's totally making fun of me! Well, whatever, as long as we are having fun.
Is this fun? Investigating someone's, imprisonment and potential murder is fun?
Is he having fun? It's a little hard to tell with him.
This is a diagram for sure. Here's a diagram of the scene.
Nice illustration, did you make it?
Mm-hmm. Do you like the unproportionately big garbage dumpsters? Oh my god.
They're charming.
Thank you. I worked hard to make them as large as possible. This is giving Toby Fox type writing, honestly.
Why though?
Is that a notebook?
Yep, I think I'll be able to remember everything, but I wanted to write it down just in case.
Theo gave this to me for my birthday a couple years ago. Since I haven't been assigned any cases until now, it's mostly been used as a scheduler and a doodle book.
I can finally use it for its intended purpose. Well, it'll probably go back to being a scheduler and doodle book tomorrow, but I'm gonna savor it for today.
You want to borrow my keyboard? I can split the screen.
It's okay. Call me old-fashioned, but I prefer using pen and paper anyway.
No, same. Honestly, if I'm taking notes, I have to do it pen and paper. Nothing wrong with that.
That's surprising to hear from you.
Just because I'm addicted to electronics doesn't mean everyone else has to be. Dude, Sammy has been saying bangers after bangers for each line.
That's nice, you know. You're kind of like the opposite of gatekeeping.
I don't see the purpose in gatekeeping. It's more fun to force people to suffer through the things I enjoy. Oh my god.
How generous of you.
He resumes clicking through the security footage. 5 people went into the alleyway during the time frame. Who do you want to investigate? Let's go in order. Person A entered the alley around 8:30 a.m. carrying nothing. They were in there for less than a minute. Person B entered around 9 a.m., probably the garbage collector based on their outfit. I can see the guy in the camera making one trip in the alleyway, emptying one of the dumpsters into the garbage truck before wheeling it back. Person C. Person C is Alexi, probably. He entered around 10 a.m. There's a small yellow blob on the screen. The blob disappears into the alleyway for a couple seconds before reappearing.
He doesn't seem to be carrying a body, at least.
Is the bar that low?
Well, it was a non-zero possibility.
Person D. Person D entered around 10:45 a.m. They were wheeling a suitcase.
Maybe Misha's body was hidden in there?
Person E. Person E entered at around 11 a.m. Based on his testimony, he was out on a morning jog. He was the one who reported the body.
He was unlucky to have accidentally stumbled upon the body like that.
It has nothing to do with luck. For example, I would never be in that situation. Because you don't touch grass!
Really? How can you be so sure?
I would never voluntarily exercise! Oh my god, same.
Are all your punchlines gonna be about living as unhealthily as possible?
Is it funny yet? It's really funny, actually.
Your delivery could use some work.
So it's probably D or B. Like, I'm thinking B. I know he was just like, oh, that's the garbage collector. What if the body was not put there by the person in the suitcase? It was dumped via the garbage truck, you know? And that's all.
I think I got everything.
I settled back in my seat after finished writing everything up. But then I noticed Sammy staring at my notebook.
What? Did you want to check something?
I angle the pages towards him so he can see, but pushes it away with a look of disgust on his face. I don't think I can read a single word you've written down.
It's fine as long as I can read it, right?
Is that an M?
Not even close, it's an I.
Eyes don't have curves in them.
Neither does the letter I wrote.
Let me try. I hand him my pen. He scribbles something in my notebook and then pushes it back at me. Wow, that's really cute. It's written in neat letters.
But it's so pretty.
You sound disappointed.
I thought you were one of us.
So you admit you have bad handwriting.
Mine's not that bad.
I'm
just out of practice. I'll train a little and then we can see whose is better. I'm coming for your crown. Just you wait.
I don't think I need to worry about that.
Yeah, keep talking. I'll show you.
Fine, don't keep me waiting. This is flirting. This is flirting, right? Is this flirting?
He smiles a lot more than I thought he would. Anyway, it doesn't look like the victim was caught on camera at all, right? Since everyone who entered the alleyway did leave, it's safe to say that Misha wasn't one of them. That means he most likely didn't walk in on his own. Maybe the culprit carried him somehow.
There was that person with the luggage.
Person D?
Sorry, I don't have photographic memory or a notebook of scribbles.
I don't have either of those things! Person D is definitely suspicious. Do you think the luggage is large enough for a body?
I stare at it. It looks kind of big enough, but also not the more that I stare at it. We can ask Alexi later.
Because he knows how big Misha is, or because he has experience stuffing people into suitcases. Actually, I don't want to know.
The diagram of the crime scene has been added to evidence. Alleyway camera log has been added to evidence. Oh, I guess I should also check who sent that message to Alexi. He looks really cranky as he plugs in his phone onto his computer and starts up a program.
Well, he said he thought it was a gang business, right? It can't be helped. He's loyal to his brother.
He trusts Sasha too much. It's the first time I've heard anything resembling anger come from Sammy's mouth, and it temporarily renders me speechless. I don't care much about Sasha's Dorola either, but that sounded personal. They were ex-lovers, I don't know. I hope you don't blindly trust anyone either. Don't look at me when you say that. Theo immediately comes to mind, but I don't think she counts. He clearly is talking about his bad influences.
Of course I don't.
It's obvious from his expression that he does not believe me.
Do I really seem like that kind of person?
Yes.
Anyway, did you figure out who sent it?
Doesn't seem like it's possible.
That's too bad.
Ugh. He doesn't say anything else, sitting back with a frown as he closes out the program.
I wonder if he's beating himself over not being able to track them down. So he does take pride in his work, despite how he acts.
I wheel my chair closer and pat his arm.
It's okay. You've already done all that you can. Don't worry about it. You're still a great programmer in my eyes, Sammy. Well, not that I know what makes a good programmer, but you could be typing gibberish for all I know. But still, at least you look cool while doing it, bad posture and all. Huh?
I was expecting a snarky response, so when his expression worsens, I panic a little. He's sad! What did we do?
What did I do? I don't even know what he's upset about. Is he mad I made fun of his posture? He was fine with it earlier. Let's change the subject, just to be safe. Hey, Sammy, can I ask you a weird question?
What?
Have we met somewhere before?
You're asking that to someone who doesn't go outside?
Oh, that's a good point.
Probably not. Why do you ask?
Oh,
I'm not sure what I'm going to say, but thankfully the door slams open and saves me from having to come up with an excuse.
I wanted to see if he knew anything about the vision, but he didn't say anything about it. Maybe I should try asking one of the others too when I get the chance. It doesn't make sense since I'm the only one who saw it when we were all involved.
I'm back! Thierry and Alexi are here too. Jems looks a bit out of breath as he just had to run back, but he gives us a big smile when he notices us sitting together.
Hi, Jem!
Hi Sammy, how did things go?
Pretty good. How about on your end?
Same with me. He waves a couple pieces of paper at me and must have gotten from the crime scene. Sammy's already snoozing?
No, he's just...
I turn around to find Sammy slumped over his feet, eyes closed. Bro took a nap without us noticing.
When did he fall asleep?
Wake up, Sleeping Beauty. Hello? Welcome back. We're just about to share information. Are you feeling up for it? Sure. They have all the notes. I guess this means he wants me to do the talking.
All right then. Thierry, we're ready to start.
Prince Thierry nods. He gestures for all of us to take a seat before clearing his throat. Very well. Then I'll begin. A letter was found at the victim's body that contained Alexi's fingerprints. I pulled out my notebook and began jotting everything down. That settles it. He's the killer. I'm the designated mail boy. It'd be weird if my fingerprints weren't found.
I don't know how gangs work, but isn't that supposed to be some lackey's job?
Alexi likes doing that kind of thing. He's the one who cleans this place too. You like cleaning?
Wait, really?
A gangster who likes to clean?
Don't tell me. It's because of some unresolved childhood trauma where he had to wipe up the blood of his family,
Girly, where are we going with this? I don't know what kind of backstory you're crafting for me in your head, but it's not that exciting. I just had to work a lot of house cleaning jobs when I was younger in order to make money. Kinda started enjoying it after a while.
They were fine hiring you?
Why not? I was just your normal teenager who was desperate enough to take any low-paying job. They probably loved that they could underpay me.
That's the most relatable thing he said all day.
May I continue?
Yeah, sorry.
Don't mind him. He's just jealous he doesn't know how to use a mop.
Isn't that pretty self-explanatory?
He's rich. He probably doesn't know. As I was saying, there was an envelope found with the victim's body with Alexi's fingerprints on it. There was a card inside that contained the smiling mask and rose logo. Wait, what? It's a blackthorn case? Supposedly. Why'd they arrest me then? It sounded like the police wanted to frame this as a copycat. Not only that, there was an anonymous tip that claimed they saw you near the crime scene. Sounds like I have a big fan.
Sorry, can I ask what a blackthorn case is?
Thierry, can we tell her? It might be hard to continue the discussion if she doesn't know. He's really thinking about it. Whoever or whatever this blackthorn is must be a pretty big deal. This is to remain top secret.
Of course.
Blackthorn is a serial killer. A vigilante type who targets corrupt individuals.
Oh! Sorry, what?
The words that come out of his mouth are so out of nowhere that I almost think I misheard him. The government keeps their existence a secret to prevent public support, but to be honest, there's not much we can do about them. They rarely leave behind any clues. This is interesting music to have during this specific section. All you need to know is that this is their signature. They leave a copy behind at every crime scene. Send a copy to your phone. Wait, wasn't that on the camera, the computer when we first got there?
A smiling mask and a rose. Have I seen this before somewhere? It looks vaguely familiar. What was that?
Do you have any other questions?
I sneak another glance at the card, but nothing else happens. What's that all about? It's just like when I tried to think about the vision thing this morning. Does it mean it's related?
Detective?
Sorry. Yeah, we can move on. I feel like I just got a whole bunch of information dumped on me with no explanation. It's hard to process this quickly. I should ask later, though. I don't want to waste any more of their time.
Blackthorn card has been added to evidence. Anyway,
Can we really not clear Alexi's name even with the card? They have no proof it was a copycat.
I believe a discussion should be still worthwhile. I have a suspicion that the police merely needed someone to arrest and Alexi was an easy target. If we offer them new possibilities, they might be inclined to drop the charges. Remember, we are not the official investigators in this case. We do not need definite proof. Our object is simply to get them to continue investigating from another angle.
I see. So the goal this time wasn't necessarily to figure out the killer's identity, but rather to come up with a possible solution that Alexi couldn't be responsible for.
That is correct. It would also help me build a more ironclad case. If I bring up Blackthorn without any other evidence, they will spend their entire time trying to poke holes into my argument.
I noticed this earlier as well, but Prince Thierry really doesn't seem to have much control over the police higher-ups.
Besides, I'd love to find out just who it was that sent that anonymous tip in. Maybe send them a little thank you note for their troubles. It appears that the fingerprints were the basis for Alexi's arrest. If we could learn more about those, then it would be to our advantage.
You guys are right. I'm sorry.
It's cool, Jem. I know you're looking out for me. As for me, Sasha seems to believe Misha was trying to betray the gang. His ring was gone and all that.
Couldn't have been a robbery?
Misha had a lot more valuable stuff. I think it's more likely the ring was taken on purpose.
I keep clicking the buttons. Makes sense. Doorless ring has been added to the evidence.
That's it for me.
Can I go next then?
Sure, go ahead.
I got a picture of the crime scene. The body was gone by the time I got there, but another officer gave me the photo.
They just gave out the photos? Okay. It was found in the dumpster?
Yep. He was apparently sitting right on top of the garbage bags. The person who discovered the body saw him right away after he lifted the dumpster lid.
Maybe they jumped and dumped him.
I got the luminol testing results earlier. It seems they didn't find large amounts of blood anywhere in the alleyway.
I suppose that means he was killed elsewhere and brought here specifically.
No traces of blood has been added to the evidence. Oh, and the doctors at the back of the alleyway won't open, so it's basically a dead end there.
Oh, the doors. Locked doors have been added to evidence.
And I also went digging through the trash, but I didn't find anything.
Ew, dude.
Trash bags have been added to evidence.
Can I see that?
The picture? Here you go. Sammy takes the photo and starts wiping at it with his sleeve. What are you doing?
I thought it was a stain, but it's not.
He points to the front of the dumpster, but where there looks to be a strange white mark.
It's faint, but it appears to be some sort of marking. Paint, perhaps? It appears to be faded, however.
It was raining earlier today, and maybe it slowly washed off then?
I don't see said paint. Oh, on the bottom section here.
Oh, right. I did think it rained a bit before I met up with Theo this morning.
Strange mark has been added to evidence. So, they had to have been either covering that fingerprint or holding onto the thing for so long that the rain didn't wash it off.
Oh, one more thing. I noticed the hotel's balconies are lined up right above the dumpster. Maybe they used that to escape somehow. Hotel balcony has been added to evidence.
Wow, you did a lot. Good job.
Thanks!
Well, while you were out frolicking, I was busy working as slowly as possible.
Liar, you worked hard too.
Here, the security logs from the camera at the front of the alleyway. Did the cameras not show what was going on inside? No. Of course, it wouldn't be that easy.
Oh, right, I suddenly remembered something while looking at this. There was a posted schedule near the dumpster that said they collected garbage every Tuesday at 9 a.m.
Oh, so it is actually the garbage collector, damn. Garbage collection schedule has been added to evidence. In that case, it must be person B in the log. Here. It shows us the video footage. A garbage collector can be seen walking into the alleyway, emptying out one dumpster before leaving. That's all for the findings. Shall we start discussing properly now?
Okay, I think I've jotted everything down in my notebook. I should check the evidence if I ever want to reference anything.
Wait, one more thing. Was the luggage person D had big enough for a body? Alexi?
Huh?
He looks a bit out of it, and it's only then that I realize he hasn't spoken in a while. Are you right? Yeah. Just peachy. You lied to the cops with that poker face? Yeah, actually. Says a lot about them, doesn't it? Clearly you're feeling well enough to be making quips.
Should I get you something to drink? Quick breather?
Beer?
Juice.
That sounds good too. Thanks, Jem. Jem zooms off towards the kitchen and we all take a small break. Sammy and Prince Thierry seemed perfectly content to sit in silence, but I'm still a little worried, so I glance over at Alexi. His back is to me, and I wonder what kind of expression he's currently making.
What can I say, though? Does he even want to hear anything from me?
I'm just an outsider here. I'm sure he'd rather be comforted by someone he cares about. I reach forward to tug on his sleeve and ask if he's okay. Yeah, she tries way too hard. It feels like a chore talking to her. She's kind of annoying, you know? Always so nosy, buzzing into other people's business. She really needs to learn to stay in her own lane and stop prying. The trauma. The flashbacks. My arm falls back into my lap. I shouldn't overstep. I can't bring myself to say anything, and Jem returns with a glass of juice before I can even convince myself otherwise. Alexi finishes the cup quickly, wiping his hands on his pants before sitting up. Okay, break time's over. What are we talking about? I can't tell if he's actually feeling better or just pretending, but he seems eager to move on in either case. I hope he's not pushing himself. Luggage, body. Sammy pulls up the footage again and slants the screen in Alexi's direction. Nah, it doesn't look big enough. Well, not unless the corpse was chopped up. Didn't ask. I'm just being thorough. Leave no boulders unturned and all that, yeah? Please stop talking.
Misha wasn't seen entering the alleyway, right? How did his body magically appear in the garbage then?
None of the people who entered during the time frame seem to be carrying the body either. I'm telling you, it was in the trash, and the trash collector put it in there. He only did one. That seems to be a good start. Let's begin discussion from there. Oh, we are discussing. Our first question is, how did the body enter the alleyway?
Thinking about what we know so far, there's only one area it could be.
Oh, I'm picking. It has to be this way? Oh. It's high enough that it's unlikely someone managed to sneak a body in without showing up on the tapes. Ah. They're saying balcony.
It has to be the balcony, right? If the front of the alleyway is covered by the cameras, the door and the back are locked, and the only way is from above.
That makes sense. In that case, we should next consider how the body was brought in from above. The culprit... Okay, Sammy. Elaborate. The culprit brought the body down and they grew wings and went whip back to the balcony! Hello? Ah, I see. Maybe they tied a rope to him and lowered the body that way. Or perhaps they simply dropped the corpse. What do you think, detective?
There's a few theories proposed. Let's get some more information out of them. Characters participating in the discussion segment will have colored icons. Click on them to hear more about their theory.
Homie says nothing. I can't click on him. Okay. I want to see... Okay. I have to continue. If you believe a certain theory is correct, press the submit button on that character's statements. I'm gonna click on Sammy's one. Story mode is off by default. You can turn it on in the settings and the correct answer will always be marked. Okay. I want to click on this because it's funny. What?
Isn't this your theory?
Oh, sorry. I'm not used to people taking me seriously. Please don't joke around. I'm not. It's not impossible. Haven't you ever heard of a case where the painter witnessed a body flying over top of a burning bridge?
No?
Everyone here is fucking uncultured. Now that he mentions it, that does sound vaguely... How does that sound familiar, girly? Anyway, it doesn't apply to this situation. There's no burning bridges or painters. Oh, flying bodies. Obviously, people can't fly, Thierry. Ugh. But then, I know Thierry is the right one, because I don't think it would have dropped it with a rope, because there would be rope marks. That would be extraordinarily risky, would it not? The alleyway is quite open. Anyone could have seen the body below it. Maybe they just moved quickly? Oh, that was it? They dropped the body for sure. The third floor balcony is right above the dumpsters. It would have been easy to open the corpse. Would the body dropping not make noise? It's lively enough in that area that a single thump shouldn't cause much commotion. I see. There's still a question of what they used to prevent the fall damage. Initial findings: he was hit from behind, no other signs of struggle, fatal wound in the back of the right side of his head, no substance were found in his system. His ring is also gone. Oh. Oh no, I'm playing Ace Attorney. Hold on. I think the bump on the back of his head when he fell could have caused it. Okay, no. Sure. Autopsy report. Thierry, take one of these, please. I don't know. Thierry! Thierry, pick one! Oh my god, which one is it? Is there more? Initial find. Oh, here we go. Oh, it resets. No. Is it the locked doors? Thierry, please take one of these. Trash bags. There we go. Yay! They could have used the garbage bags to cushion the fall. That would make sense. They would also help reduce the sound of the impact as well. Oh, you're right. There's still some trash bags in the right dumpster. You can't see them in the crime photo right now. Huh? Is there something wrong with what Jem said right now? No. Wait, yes, because the other one was already gone because the garbage man took them. That is a little weird. Which part? The garbage man schedule. Isn't it weird that the trash bags are still there? The garbage collector should have emptied them this morning, right? Yes, it is too convenient to mark this as a coincidence. There's a reason why that dumpster wasn't empty this morning. Maybe you can ask the garbage collectors? I've already been spoken to. They claim not to remember. Sus. Perhaps, though given the amount of work they have to do, I'm inclined to believe them. Maybe you should hire more people. Thank you, Sammy. Does that go above or below your suggestion to make doxing people but only the annoying ones legal? That's crazy! Although, obviously... Well, if we won't be getting anything from that garbage collectors, why don't we operate on the assumption that the culprit arranged it on purpose? They must have done something to the right dumpster to prevent it from being emptied. They locked it, maybe? Yeah, the question is what? Do you have an idea? Maybe it was disguised as something else. What do you mean? Take cosplaying, for example. Sometimes I don't get all the details correct when making costumes. Correct, because it is very difficult to, and you can't replicate everything.
But people generally recognize the character as long as I have the most distinguishing features. So maybe the culprit was able to dissuade the garbage collectors from opening the right one because it seemed like something else instead. Oh, so as long as they didn't think it was a dumpster, they wouldn't touch it. Exactly. I'd have to also be something that's not considered out of place either. I like to think that they would have remembered seeing such a grand piano, for example. Why a grand piano? He's rich. It's a bit hard to figure out since there weren't any clues left behind. Wait a second. I don't think that's entirely true. We have camera logs, right? Did you just pick up a random thing? Oh! Damn. Crime scene. Where's the recording? Do I not have the recording? Crime scene photo. Yes, I picked the random thing. Don't look at me. Is it not the log? Bruh. I'm gonna pick random things until I figure it out. Do I not have the log somewhere? Oh, the strange mark. There was that weird mark. Oh, yeah, that white thing? I'm still not exactly sure what that was supposed to represent. Graffiti, perhaps? No, why'd they choose to spray a little white thing on this dumpster when they have a whole canvas around them? Oh, wait, so they painted it into a... He printed it to something else and then repainted it back into a trash can. So we're trying to figure out what could have been disguised as, yeah? Yes, do you have any suggestions? A giant water cooler. That's fucking stupid. Maybe a recycling bin? It has a similar shape, right? Could have also been a portable bathroom. These suggestions seem to be all over the place this time. I feel like the closest one would be this recycling bin. Because if they take out the garbage, they're not going to take out the recycling bin at the same time. I think a recycling bin is the most likely possibility. So the mark is supposed to be a faded recycle sign, right? Seems easy enough to disguise. So the garbage collectors came in at 9 a.m. this morning as usual. Perhaps they were new, or perhaps they simply didn't remember there was supposed to be 2 dumpsters. Even if they did remember, they probably just chalked it up to bad memory. It's not that surprising to find a recycle bin next to a dumpster. They really went through that much trouble just so the body wouldn't have any fall damage? Either that victim is the evil cosplayer or they have superpower of shapeshifter? I'm not sure, but you know what? We'll take those into consideration. It does seem like a lot of work just to do that. I wonder if there's any other reason they had made to make garbage collectors leave that dumpster alone. I was like to say they can hide something behind the dumpster. This is probably dumb, but they could have also just hidden something inside the dumpster too, right? That's it. They hid something inside it. They hid something behind it. I think they hid something inside it. It's a bit too obvious, right? Sometimes the most obvious answers are the correct ones. Well, I think it'd be easier if we figure out what exactly they were trying to hide. I guess that's not the right one. Am I finally right? Would the garbage collector really not have seen anything was hidden back there? It might be easy to fool others, but I have a hard time believing that someone standing right next to it wouldn't notice until it was something small. Unless it was something small. What could it have been? Misha's ring, maybe? There was no mention of anything found back there, though, so if they did leave something behind, they must have retrieved it before the police got to the scene. It was early. Maybe the garbage collectors were just tired and didn't see it. Let's not bank this on a trash collector's sleep schedule. Besides, 9 a.m. isn't that early. Says you! I'm tired at 9 a.m.! Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Come on, Sammy, back me up here. You're gonna ask the gamer to ask him if 9 a.m. is early? Why should I back up anyone who's poking holes in my argument? Seriously? It appears that you lose. I've never seen someone so smug about their unhealthy lifestyle before. You're literally a gangster? But okay. I think they did all of this so they can hide something in the dumpster. Yeah? Like what? The body. By By throwing it off the time of discovery, they could give themselves an alibi if needed.
So you're saying that the garbage collectors empty out the left one without realizing there was a body right next to them?
It's possible. The lid covering it helped hide it from view, and bodies don't start smelling that fast. Even if it did rot a little, the trash probably would have helped mask the scent. In that case, there really is only one person who could have set this up.
I think it's the person A, right?
It probably has to be person A. They were the only ones who could have set up the recycle bin before the trash collectors came.
Sammy, is there any way you can ascertain their identity? No, the video quality is trash. That's alright. I suppose what we have now is more than enough for me to reopen the investigation. I imagine they'll want to thoroughly investigate the hotel cameras to see whose room that balcony belongs to. We'll also have them conduct a test for a white mark on the dumpster.
Does that mean Alexi's innocent?
Ideally, yes. I'm sure I'll hear some complaints that he could have been person A, however. I was with the gang most of the morning before I stepped out to get coffee. Given that A had already done their thing before then, I should be cleared, yeah? Please tell me your alibi isn't the Adorla gang.
You offering to validate my alibi next time?
Together? Okay. Oh, fine. I will do my best to convince the chief that your lot are trustworthy enough. I don't think you're that much of a miracle maker.
And that's that. A lot of circumstantial evidence, but I think it sounds plausible enough. Besides, we're not the main investigators of the case anyway. If this helps Prince Thierry get a more detailed investigation done, then that's enough for me. How are you to present the information, though? I thought you couldn't act like you're helping Alexi out. That's where I come in. I'll bring it up with the deputy chief. She'll know what to do. You can do that?
She likes Jem for some reason. She always listens to his suggestions. She's one of the few on the force I have no issues with. You're just biased. I think I'm allowed to be a little biased, given she's thrown me behind bars at least 10 times already. 11, actually, counting this morning. Sounds like a you problem. Anyway, seems like there are still a few unsolved mysteries. Like what? Like who called the cops and said I did it, and also who sent me that text. Surely there are more important things to worry about. Nah, how am I gonna pay them back if I don't know who they are? An eye for an eye, as they say. I will pretend I did not hear that. That reminds me, the Blackthorn card also mentioned a warehouse. I believe that may be worth looking into as well. Got it. I'll get a couple of the guys to search around the area. I wonder why Misha's ring was taken, or why he was even targeted in the first place. We went through everything so fast I didn't really have a chance to stop and think about it, but there really is a government secret serial killer roaming the streets that the majority of the population doesn't know about? It's almost hard to believe. Misha's done plenty of things to get himself targeted. The only suspicious part of this is that I would have thought they'd go after me or Sasha first. Maybe they thought it'd be harder to kill you two? Yeah, probably. But Misha's no slouch either. If they managed to take him out, then I hate to say it, but I probably underestimated them. The air's heavy with silence following Alexi's statement. It's the one thing to hear about a random serial killer, but it's another to see people around you actually affected by them. It feels so much more real. We'll be okay. Surprisingly, it's Prince Thierry who breaks the silence. We have a hacker, a master disguiser, a detective, and me, of course.
He included me?
You really gonna leave me off? Even though I was the main character in this time? My apologies, we also have a troublemaker convict over here. Well, that's better than whatever you called me last time. What was it again? Ergomaniac gangster? I don't even know what that means. Take a guess. It's exactly what it sounds like. Yeah, pardon me, kettle theory. Now that's definitely wrong. The air shifts just as quickly as before and the ominous atmosphere disappears. Prince Thierry sits on the couch as the boys bicker back and forth, arms crossed and a scowl on his face, but there's no bark behind his words. He managed to shift the mood with just a few words, as expected of the Crown Prince. I would love to say in chat, I believe it's time for me to get going. Jem, accompany me?
Of course, 1 second.
Jem jumps off the couch and runs over to retrieve his disguise. Prince Thierry lines up and makes sure to go after him, but Alexei slides in his way. Hey, I'm counting on you. There's a serious look on his face, as he speaks in a tone quieter than I've ever heard him use. They stare at each other for a few seconds. Wordless communication between them builds on years of trust. I'm suddenly reminded of what they said back in the cells, and then they kissed. Anyway, long story short, a lot of people would be happier if we didn't get along. It'd be too much power if we were on the same side. That would only attract enemies. It's easier if we just didn't associate with each other in public. I've always thought that friendships needed to be showed off, that they only became real if other people saw and validated it. But I can see now that that's not always true. I've only known these guys for a short while, but even I can tell that they're really close. I'll take care of it. Who do you think I am? You can thank me later by buying me drinks. Not sure why the literal prince of the country is mooching off of me, but okay. He huffs in annoyance, moving away from his hands from his pockets, and like that, the moment is over. I'm ready to go, Thierry. Wonderful. Alexei, they may summon you later once they've done their investigation, so be ready to go. Aye, aye. Chiara's gonna chew my ear off, isn't she? Considering how much extra paperwork you've made for her, I believe she has earned that right. She should be angry at you instead. I was perfectly content just chilling in my jail cell. It was just trying to help. You know how they would have tried to pin more things on you if you stayed there. Stop being logical, Jem.
That's what I'm here for.
Alexei rolls his eyes, but he gets that last laugh as he puts Gems in a headlock, ruffling through his hair. I laugh as I watch Jem try to free himself, soaking it all in. That was fun. It wasn't even just the detective part. Hanging out with all of them was really enjoyable. I have a hard time clicking with anyone who isn't Flo, but this felt natural. Feeling a little bittersweet, I stand up. Bathroom? Oh, no. I should probably go. Do you have something to do? He seems to have managed to free himself from Alexei's clutches, though his hair is a bit messy under his cap. Not really, I just... Let her go if she needs to. I'll just be boring administrative stuff for the next few hours anyway. You'll be at the celebration later tonight, though, yeah? We're gonna chill and have some drinks.
I'm invited?
Yeah, you helped us out too, didn't you? Didn't you think we'd ask for your help, then dump you out after it was over?
Isn't that normally how this works?
They seem to have other expectations, though, judging by the looks that they're giving me.
Well, I can't deny that I really do want to spend more time with them. Besides, they still haven't figured out what the deal is with that vision yet, so the most logical course of action would be to stick with them for a little bit longer, right?
Yeah, that sounds good. Even if they eventually get tired of me, as long as I manage to solve this mystery, I'll be satisfied.
Well, I'd like to stay if you'll have me.
Yeah? Good. I wouldn't feel right about you leaving before I could pay you back. Jem, do you mind getting the car first?
Huh? Okay, sure. See you later. Promise. Okay, I promise.
He runs off with a goofy grin on his face, and I can't help but smile. Detective? Oh, this is kind of close.
He stayed behind to talk to me? Hi, Prince Thierry.
Thank you for your help. I admit I hadn't anticipated it going quite so smoothly.
Oh, it was all thanks to all of you. I really didn't do much.
Please don't undersell yourself. We couldn't have done it without you. And so, thank you. And I apologize for not treating you very kindly up until now.
No, it's okay. You don't need to apologize. I'm just glad I could be of help.
Yes, and I'm very grateful for your assistance. Hey, good for you two. Looks like you passed his test. Let's see.
Oh, no, it's okay. I kind of assumed it was a test anyway.
Thierry, the car's out front. Jem's voice echoes from the entrance, but Prince Thierry surprisingly seems reluctant to leave. And then we kissed? You should go, Prince Thierry. I should. And I'll see you tonight at the celebration, Detective. I would be delighted if you could join us.
Okay.
I wonder what their parties are like. I only went to a handful in college, usually when the classmates forced me to go, but I don't think it'll be anything like those. Excellent. Please feel free to rack up the bill as much as you like. Alexei's paying.
What?
If it weren't for us, you'd be in jail. You're welcome, by the way. Seriously. The sight of the notoriously evil gangster floundering around makes me laugh, and I can't resist joining in on the ribbing.
Well, if Alexi's painting, now I really have to go.
Ugh. See, even she's looking forward to this now. You wouldn't want to disappoint her, would you? Fine, fine. I'll pay this time. You win. Laugh it up while you can. Don't think I didn't notice you weaponizing her against me already. Weaponize? What a cruel thing to say about a new acquaintance. Ugh, just shut up and go already. Let me wallow in my misery and mourn my wallet. He collapses onto the couch and waves Prince the area away. Very well. I wouldn't want to keep Jem waiting. He gives me one more nod before turning on his heel and leaving. And there he goes. I glance over at the other two. Alexi is scrolling through his phone, seeming over it already, while Sammy is lazily going through his computer.
Do you think they'll be able to track down Blackthorn?
Nah, the police are basically useless. Blackthorn's been running circles around them for years already.
They've been around for that long?
Mm-hmm. First showed up 5 years ago. The first few murders caused a big stir, but then the government cracked down hard on it. There's been a gag order on all cases since then.
That explains why I had no idea. I was out of the country for college back then.
Why'd you go that far anyway? Plenty good universities here.
Not for detectives, no.
True, doesn't seem like they give a shit about detectives here.
Ouch! He's not wrong.
Anyway, don't worry too much about Blackthorn. The police might be useless, but now that a member of the gang has been killed, Sasha will start hunting them down. It'll only be a matter of time before we sniff them out.
Never thought I'd have a gangster reassure me that he'd catch a serial killer.
I've come a long way since you thought I kidnapped people and stole things from starving children, yeah?
I didn't say that second one! Anyway, should I go buy the drinks?
What, you're gonna get started on festivities already?
No, I meant for later! Unless you guys had stuff already.
I glance over at the kitchen, but I don't see any beverages or party foods. I do not consent to having my living room used for such purposes.
Oh, is it gonna be somewhere else then?
I'd assume that they'd only gather here for secrecy, but it makes sense that they want to get out of here. We've been stuck in this room for a while after all. Yeah, of course. How do you feel about Celestial? The place where we went for the murders? I think I'm gonna have to edit here for now just because I'm tired and I want to nap. The plot and the characters I really like so far, honestly. But let me know if you guys want me to continue playing this demo or not.